was about to pop up. Okay, so like I said before, my name is Mata Yaounde, and it's nice to meet all of you here physically. And for the people online, it is nice to meet you guys too. Yes, it's nice to meet you guys too. So welcome to the first episode of the Creators Room. Please give us a round of applause. Yes. So there are going to be many more episodes in the future, but you people are the first set of people. So you can totally be like, oh, I've been there. I'm like the first person. Exactly. Yes, that's the word, the pioneer people. All right. So now I'm sure that you've introduced yourself to your neighbors and you know yourself. The people online, you can drop your comments, your questions. We are going to go through them and answer. Also, not for the people online, Sha, but the people here, we have a raffle draw segment. So I'm sure that they gave you some numbers downstairs. Okay, no, but no, there's numbers were sent to you. Yes, okay. So that is your raffle draw number. So some of you are going to be. Yeah, so some of you are going to be lucky winners today. You're going to win lights, tripods, microphones, things to make creating a little bit easier.
No cameras inside.
Nigerians, guys.
Graceful.
Nigerians. You people don't want private. You didn't clap for us first, Seth. Hey. Now maybe because you clap, we say, okay, you know what? Let's just sprinkle a camera, but we are not sprinkling. I'm the one that said it.
Well, you can sprinkle.
Yes, we'll try to sprinkle something else, but not a camera. Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, welcome to Camerajoint. Also, we're going to be giving students that are interactive in this section. So people that are asking questions, people that are answering questions. Yes, people that are answering questions, people that are asking questions. We see you. Right? Now, this is Camerajoint. First of all, I want to say I hope everybody here is following Camerajoint. I hope everybody is following We Are Camerajoint. Are you sure? Check. Because if you win a gift and we see that you're not following your Camerajoint, you give us our gift back. Okay. I said that in low tone. Okay. Also, today's gift is sponsored by Ulanzi Nigeria. So please follow Ulanzi Nigeria. Yes, they want to make sure that, yes, up Ulanzi for life. Yes, you've been seeing their work, right? Yes, affordable gadgets so that you can create really cool content to, become a better creator. Yes, so now I'm going to do a brief introduction about Camerajoint. Camerajoint is a brand that puts the needs of creative in mind. They think, oh, how do we help creative get better with their craft? How do we help creative be able to buy their gadgets without so much hassle? You understand? So that is why Camerajoint is there for you. The mission of Camerajoint is to innovate sales through education and community support. This is why we have the We Are Camerajoint page. So if you're a creative that have questions about, sometimes it can be really difficult as a creative, especially when you want to start out. You don't know how to set the lights properly. You don't know how to color grade well. You understand? I mean, why everybody is doing this, so many things, and you're trying to figure it out. Where Camerajoint is a page that you can ask any question you have. So whatever question it is you have about your creative process or how to set the light right, you already have the light, you don't know how to set it properly, We Are Camerajoint is going to be providing answers to your questions. We have in-house technicians that if your light develops an issue that's fixable, they'll tell you how to fix it, how to set your camera right to achieve the right, angles for your video. So give Camerajoint a round of applause. Yes. So that is the mission of Camerajoint. We want to make sure that creative are properly educated. They know what they are supposed to do as creator. And now the vision of Camerajoint is to be the leading photo and video equipment retail chain company in Africa. And I mean, you already know. You understand. I don't need to explain that one. You get me. We are there. You can see it. I don't need to talk too much. Can you not see it? Exactly. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to move to the next thing on the list. Before we move to the next thing on the list, what time did we say that we are going to start today? What time did you people come?
I left the house 9:30. This place is fighting now.
Let me tell you something. Why we pray that God gives us a car very soon so that we can, moving around with ease. But anybody living in Lagos know that if you have interview by 8 o'clock, you ought to leave the home by 4 a.m. so you can meet up in time.
I'm not living in Lagos.
Okay, you are not living in Lagos. Oh, wow. Round of applause, round of applause. For real, for real. For real. Really? Give him a round of applause. He came from Odo. Oh, you came from China. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do to set the pace right. The person that came from China, I know that is a joke, but the person the China man was the one that came first. So, because of that, we are gonna give him a gift. Yes, so don't worry, it's not fugazi. We'll bring it up now. You understand? Yes.
In my defense, I would have been here by 10.
Do you know where I came from? Do you know where I came from? But I know Badagry is far. Yes, Badagry is actually quite far. So thank you for being here. Don't worry, maybe today the Lord will shine upon you. Hallelujah. Amen. Wow. I'm so sorry.
You must.
Yes. So before they bring our gift and before our guest comes on stage, also when our guest comes on stage, you have to get up and clap. You understand? Because it's not. I like this crowd. I don't need to tell them a lot of things. They know what to do. Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, our guest is here with a standing and a clapping ovation. Let us welcome Mr. Durode. Thank you. Welcome. Have your seats. Oh, sorry. Take it. Thank you, Mr. Durode. Nice to meet you. Welcome. Nice to see you again.
Again, as always.
Yes. Now I'm certain that we have a whole lot of questions that we are waiting to speak. Do you need?
So this. Okay. Can I keep it here?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm sure that we have like a whole lot of questions that we are, very excited to ask. Some of which we have gotten from people online. But before we do that, maybe let's hear from him first if he has anything that he would like to start off you guys with before we plunge into the question. Yes? Yes. All right, let's go.
I had it. Okay, I can speak.
You might.
Oh.
Yes.
So guys, good morning. Good morning. I feel like we're already a family because we're already used to each other. Am I right?
Yes.
So I feel like 90% of us probably are the channel. So it's not something new that sometimes we get up 2 a.m. and talk, and now we are here 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. we are talking. So as you guys know, my name is what's my name again? Durode. Hey, stop playing. So my name is Durode, and you guys know that I'm a wedding, fashion, and lifestyle content creator. I came here because Camerajoint needed us to do something that will like represent us as a family. We already have our family in the channel, but then we needed to make it a little bit physical. So I'm here to like take you guys through my journey as a content creator, the mistakes I made, the corrections I did, and what I did differently to be able to get to where I am today. So with all that, I know we're going to start soon. And yeah, we're good.
Yeah, so round of applause again, guys. Okay. Now you so we're just going to dive right into it
No
first.
problem, no problem.
So you mentioned like your journey into content creation, which brings me to the first question.
Yeah.
Tell us about the business of content creation. Like now, for example, there are people that want to start, they don't know how to go about the pricing, the system. They don't know. They sometimes we've seen you with team members that work with you. How do they go about selecting their teammates? How do they know, this person should be on my team and should be working with me? And how do they go with the pricing and the entire system of creating content as a business?
Most of us started content creation as a hobby, if I'm right. We all started because we actually love it. Then when it gets to a certain point, it will now be more than a hobby. You now take it as business. And you know that to be able to survive in she going to no problem. Okay. So to be able to survive as a content creator, you need to find a way to make money off it. And that's the business side of content creation. I always say that whenever you want to give like a client a bill, what you need to do is you need to bill in accordance to how happy you will be when you're stressed. You understand? So there are some times whereby you'll be like, okay, I want to bill this client 20K. So if the client say, oh, I don't like the song, let's start from the beginning, or I don't like it this way. If you bill 20K, if you're okay with it, right, and she comes back or he comes back with a correction and you're editing, you're like, okay, the 20K is large, then that should be your bill. But if at some point you get to an extent whereby they are paying you 20K and they're stressing you, and you're editing it, you're getting picture like because of this, then you need to like up your price. So pricing is determined by how good you are, how consistent you are, and it's a discernment to know that, okay, I think I'm worth more. Then when you know that you think you're worth more, then you test out the pricing. When you see that people are still coming for it, then you cannot make that your new pricing. Then when it comes to team building and team management, working with people can be crazy. And sometimes it takes a whole lot of patience. It takes a whole lot of things to do to be able to work with people for a long time. And one thing I always tell people is they always ask me that, how come I have like the best things? How come I meet the best people? How do I do it? Am I just lucky or God just blesses me? One thing for sure, yes, God will bless you. But then the way you get people to love you is the way you treat them, how kind you are. Because some people don't even care about your money. They want to see how kind. If you have a boss that you like, they treat you well, that whatever your boss is doing, that's what he's making you do. Wherever your boss is going to, he's taking you there. If your boss is eating this, it's not as if you're not going to be doing. So I feel like you need to, first of all, when you get people in your team, treat them well, be kind. And that's the basic thing to do, be kind. And you know that on accepting people to your team is more like when you go to apply for a job, they give you like a probation period. Do you understand? So you give them that probation period, you give them that benefit of doubt, right? So at that time of that benefit of doubt, you also have other people that you work with. So it's like you building the trust of this person. Do you understand? Why being kind to them? Why being nice to them? But you have your boundaries, because finish actually no good. But you have your boundaries. But treating them kind will make them, if this person is actually a good person and wants to work with you, treat them nicely will make them be with you for a long time. So that's just how I go about it.
Yes. Please, a round of applause. I hope that we are learning and that we are taking notes, and we are planning how to build our perfect team as well. Now, this brings me to my next question. You mentioned if you think 20K is okay and you're editing the video, you're not, crashing out while you're editing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like people stay stagnant in a price because their style doesn't really change.
Yeah.
You understand? So how do you continuously reinvent your style? Like, how do you do it so that whenever somebody sees a video, they're like, oh my God, this guy, how? Yeah. So how do you do that?
So one thing about let me start with this. You know that when as a human being, when you are loved a certain way for a long time, you get accustomed to that, and you're like, okay, this is normal. So, but it's more like your content now. When you do the same thing over and over again, the reason why you might get excited to see that I've posted and you want to check is because you feel like something will be different. I think it's not just the body pose. I think there will be something different today. That's because when my mom cooks egusi soup, right? The egusi tastes like, it's not as if I don't appreciate it, but I've eaten this egusi soup for like 5, 10, 20 years, and I feel like, okay, mama, this egusi soup is like this. But when you go out to like Black Bear or to another restaurant, you see that the egusi soup tastes different. If your friend cooks egusi soup, it also tastes different. One thing you should learn is there are different ways of doing things, right? If you are doing content one way, then you can actually go out and see the way other people are doing it, then try to like replicate that, because there's nothing that has not been discovered, like they always say. But then when you discover things, you can use the things you've researched and have a hybrid of that to your own brand. For example, if you see that Drew does this kind of a thing, you research and see another person that's even better than Drew, or somebody that's going head on head with Drew, and see what you can gain from this person and gain from this person, then do a hybrid of that. Then even after doing a hybrid of that, you have to discover yourself. On discovering yourself, you should not, if you are doing content the same way over and over again, one day just get up and be like, I don't want to create content as myself. I want to create content as this person. Then go to that wedding or go to that shoot and do content exactly as that person. So that way you're not doing the same thing over and over again. Because when you do it over and over again, even you yourself, you get tired. I think the other day we spoke about getting tired and how to handle it in the channel. I told you guys that sometimes it can be overwhelming. But before you get tired, make sure you find other ways of doing the same thing that you do over and over again.
Okay, a round of applause. I hope that you guys are learning, because me too, I'm learning.
I
a
hope
lot.
I'm not talking too fast. Are you guys?
No.
Okay, good.
Perfect. Now, you said something about going to weddings, looking at style of people that you admire.
Yeah.
Which brings me to 2 questions in one. First of all, who do you look at? Because now we are looking at you. So who you be looking at?
So
because
when I started out content creation, I was a copper, like my brother. So I was actually a copper. But before that, I was taking pictures in university. I was this person that would take pictures of our people's throwback. Next semester, I'll just show you, like, I'll be like, look at how you look last semester. So I have people's throwback. So, but when I started NYC, that's when I started content creation. I started in the camp, because in our camp, I was the social what not. So our camp always have the best videos. So when we were doing anything in the camp, I would do like, I'll coordinate the video, interview people, then I will now post. It will be our video that they'll be posting from the NYC. So it started that way. But then after NYC, I was like, okay, I had this friend that introduced me to the wedding space. And I was like, okay, what do I get to do differently? It started from church, actually, because I was attending House on the Rock Asaba. So I was doing content away. And I noticed that there was House on the Rock Abuja and House on the Rock Lagos. I'm like, these people are crazy. Like, how did they do this? So you see that even in my own House on the Rock, I was going out to look at how other people do things. Do you understand? The world doesn't only revolve or rotate around you. So sometimes you need to go out to research. So I was going out to like House on the Rock Lagos, House on the Rock Abuja, to see how they do things. Even when I even started the wedding industry, I had people like Captured by Olajumoke. I had like Reels by Treasure. I see how they do things. Because before you enter any job, there's already a template, right? But now, to be different, you need to understand that template, then see what you can do on that template, so that people will get to like want you. Because there's already a template that everybody follows. But if you come out and do it in another way entirely, then people will be interested in you. So Captured by Olajumoke, that's one of the person I actually look up to. Then you have Rules by Treasure. Then there's a videographer, MC Films. Those are the people. Then Kole Films. So in Nigeria, those are the people I looked up to. But I didn't limit myself to that. I'm like, nah. So I had to start going each country in Africa. I did the research. Then I think ChatGPT was still new, and there was Google. So I was going country by country to see the best content creator in that country. So I'll go to South Africa, go to Botswana, that's where I got to know that Ghana said they even started content creation before I was way back. So I was going to each country to see how they do their things differently. I didn't end in Africa. I went to Lebanon. Then I got to realize that Lebanese people, their weddings are crazy. You see, Lebanese and Indian people live, they are very good. So I was researching on Lebanese people. I was researching on Indians. I went to Italy. I know they do weddings in Italy. I went to how they do it in America. So I didn't just limit myself to Nigeria or to Lagos. So whenever you're doing whatever you're doing, you have to look up to bigger brands. People are like 10 times bigger than you, 20 times bigger than you, and you have to search. Life is not even hard as before. Before, if you want to learn anything, you have to be looking for a creator that will be willing to teach you. Because then I think everybody was holding the information. But now, just with your phone, with whatever you have, you can research on anybody and see how they do things and try to like do that in your own business. So yeah, those are the people I look up to.
Wow, I'm blown. Actually, you guys should be clapping. Now I have written the name of his mentors, and I'm also going to check them out. I hope that you've written them too, because if he's that good, it means that these people are fire, right? So another thing I heard you say is, you mentioned like going, like traveling to see people's style and stuff. So explain your storytelling style, because I understand that people that shoot in these countries that you've mentioned, they don't, like, their story is not like Nigerian story. Like an Indian wedding is not like a Yoruba wedding.
Yeah.
Also, how do you go about music selection for your videos? Because there's a lot of trending music. Like, I think every week there's a Nigerian musician that has a song topping the chart.
Yeah.
And creators, they always like using trendy music. So in one video, you can see somebody transiting to 500 songs in the video. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So explain your storytelling process and your music selection process. Let's know. You don't have to reveal the secret.
So
Just
one I always get that question. So one thing about me is when it comes to content creation in Nigeria, it doesn't matter whether you're doing wedding, it doesn't matter whether you're doing fashion, it doesn't matter whether you're doing lifestyle. Things happen impromptu. So you can sit at home and be like, yes, this is how I want the video to be. My client will sit on this place. The bride will just be there. The husband will be there. They will now look at each other like this, and I'll now shoot like this. So you plan so many things, but when you get there, so that's why it's even harder to be a wedding videographer, because you deal with impromptu. It's only one time the bride will cry. If you're not there, she cannot cry. You can meet the bride up like, I beg. So you can't do that. So it's usually hard. So what I do is storytelling for wedding sometimes fluctuates. Do you understand? You can take the story from different perspectives. You can go to them and be like, I think the bride is in the mood for content today. Let's do something from the bride's perspective. There are some weddings whereby you go, is the groom that's jiggy to do so many contents. You get it? So for wedding, there's no particular
recipe.
Yeah. So you just have to learn to be able to come from different directions. There are some weddings whereby you go and the bride will stand, the groom will stand. You be like, hold hands. They'll be like, you get it? So like, not like they don't love themselves, but they are not expressive. That's some weddings whereby you go, you be like, groom, can you stay in between the groomsmen and just do like this? Be like, all those things, leave all those things. But then, as a creator, you know that this is you understudy this person. You know that this thing is not. I cannot tell this guy to do this and he will do this. You get. You can just stay from afar, and when he's talking to his guys, be like, have fun. How's it going to be? So as he's doing that, talking to his guys unconsciously, you're somewhere, you're just recording. So that's like a part of the storyline. So sometimes some people don't like to be told what to do. They just want to live their life. It's not just in weddings, even in fashion or whenever you're going for whatever you're going for. You see that there are some things that you can't dictate. So if you can't dictate it, then just go with the flow. So sometimes you have to go with the flow. Do you understand? Then secondly, about songs. So one thing about me, I love music. You get. I'm a lover boy. I write poems. So I feel like when you go to wedding morning, with the vibe you see, if you listen to a lot of music, it can tell you the kind of music to use. There are some videos that I edit with a sad song, not like the person is sad, but I just knew that morning was calm. I feel like the shots I've gotten, this song will actually go for it. For example, now if you have If you have well, give me a song. What song? Give me a song. Give me a song. Chike by what song by Chike?
Best part by Sabilere.
Eh?
Best part by Sabilere.
So the best part of it is you don't have to try. You can't go and use it for a bride and groom that can't hold themselves. That can be lovey dovey. You can't. You just be like the best part of you. But when they are holding themselves, when someone is crying, when someone is emotional, then you know that if I use this song, oh my God, even the person viewing is going to cry. So the song, what you've shot or what you're planning to shoot determines the song. Now sometimes whereby you have I have something they call I call it Spotify DJ, right? Yeah. So what Spotify DJ does is, if you're not using Spotify, not like I'm rooting for Spotify, but actually like you get Spotify is I might get an Apple deal soon. So Apple is not like I'm shading you guys. So but Spotify is very good with like music selection and music like music DJ and all of that. So what I do is if I have a song, let's say I have give me a song. Give me a song. Kante by what? Sing that song again. I don't hear anything. What the hell?
This is why you are in
Sing it. No. So what I do is if I want to use Kante, or if for example I like Kante for like a wedding vibe, I'll just go to Kante. You can do it on Apple Music, you can do it on Spotify, right? So you can just click and create a station from it. So when you create a station from that, so just go to your phone now. Go to what do you use, Apple Music or Spotify? Stop playing. So just go to that song, just click on Kante. Have you seen Kante? Then click on that 3 dots on Kante. Then scroll, you see create a station. Have you seen it? Check through. Have you seen it?
Go to radio.
Yeah, go to radio. So when you go to radio, you see other songs there, yeah? So that's one part. That's one way you can get songs from Spotify by like. Then another way to do is you have to consume as a creator. Do you understand? Consuming is very, very important. And there's a way to consume and consuming, right? You know that you'll be going to your timeline and you'll be seeing political stuff or you'll be seeing too much comedy. On your timeline, you're also supposed to see what will educate you. You're supposed to see what will inspire you. You understand? Then you're supposed to see what will like make you laugh. So you have what will educate you, what will inspire you, and what to keep you going. Because when you've learned something, you have the next thing is supposed to be something funny. Then the next thing something that's going to inspire you. So what I do is for my Instagram, I don't use that one. My manager is there. That's why. So I have like a personal page, right? That I used to. You can actually, if you are only the one on your page, right? You can actually use your page. When you go through content and you see that you like the content, there's a 3 dot that you can click on and just click on interested. When you click on interested, then Instagram brings stuff like that. So if you want inspiration, if you're a lifestyle content creation, if you are a fashion content, whenever you see anything fashion related, you just click interested. So that way Instagram will keep on giving you exactly that. Or if you see songs that you like on Instagram, song that somebody's performing, you can click interested. They're always going to like, they'll keep on sending you that. So yeah, that's how I get my songs.
Nice. A round of applause, please. So guys, quick question for you guys to be sure that you guys are actually following. If he said that the song has to do with the vibe that is currently showing in the room at the time, right? So if we're going to pick a song by the vibe that we have in the room, what song would we pick? Hello, get down. Yes, anybody else? Okay, she said Big Energy. I would want to see how that video turns out because that is
Big Energy by
Ladipo.
Okay.
Yeah. First, send me the location.
You send the location. And I'll be right there.
Sharp.
For
Nice
me, I think I will use Omali Real. So you know that we've been talking and you guys want to learn, right? So I want a song that will, when you're listening to a song, you're not focused on that song. You're also focused on us and some of the things we are saying. So there's this song that says, Only the real fit to recognize. So after I've said one inspiring something, I'll just put that song. Then I put us.
Shout.
So it's not, yeah, only the real fit you get. So something like that. So if you're going for like a inspiring vibe, you can't use basketball. You have to use something that's
So
inspiring.
why do you want to put Onidurumi? Why?
The energy is high now. It's about energy.
Okay, I got it. So now brings me to my next question. For a lot of creative, when you're starting out, you start out with, like you mentioned, shooting for church. Some people shoot for their friends and their
Yeah.
family. That's how they learn, because nobody's going to pay you first unless
Yeah.
they see like a video. Yeah. So how do we balance client relationship with like professionalism? Because sometimes you're like telling your friend, "Can you stay this way so that man, I'm not a shot for me, oh, not a shot for me." You get me? They don't really see you like that. It might be their wedding, and you're like, "Please, can you stay here?" And they're like, "Oh God, I don't have it." How do you balance it, especially like with friends and family?
So when it comes to client relationship, as a creative, you have to deal with so many people. So you're more like an HR officer too, because you have to like be managing people's emotions. You can go to a place and you go and the person is not even interested. They might pay you. They're like, "Bro, I'm not even interested." There's a wedding I went for recently, I traveled for. So one thing the creators there saw that I was doing that they don't do, because it's a wedding out of Nigeria. They see that I'll go and meet the bride, like, "Please, just let me just get this, please. I know you're tired, but let me just get it." No, she didn't pay me. She has paid. She brought me, like, she flew me, she paid me, but she became less interested. So I was like, "Please, like, I beg, that me just run this thing now, like, you get." But it's not as if you as a person don't have a little pride, but when you want to get what you want to get, you have to like bring down your pride. There's a wedding that I went to attend, and I'd done shooting the bride. I wanted to shoot the bridesmaids, the Ashwebi. So I was not like trying to, that a short of out of they'll be sitting there. I was not like trying to fix, like, to set them up. When they were like, "I'm gonna do this thing fast, I won't come out." So I was like, you get, if it's someone like, "Oh, they don't pay me, like, what this thing." But when you're a creative, when they pay you for a job, you know that you are doing the job for the client, you are doing the job for you, and you're doing the job for your business. So there was one photographer that side. He was very pissed, like, was like, "These people." So someone just now called me, "Duro." They're not here. They're like, "Are you Duro?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, how do you want us to do it?" So, but if I had said, "Oh, like, I know, like, you guys should leave me alone, I'm not doing anymore," it wouldn't make sense. But then I came down, I'm like, "Let's do it this way. Let's just get it." You understand? So if you want something, sometimes if you can't get it with gra, you have to calm down, talk to them and get it. Then sometimes it might not work. Like I said that, I was giving an example whereby if a groom is not interested, you can just stay from afar and just get your thing. You understand? So sometimes if you have a client that's stubborn, you can either calm down, be less stubborn, so you can interact and get what you want. Sometimes if they don't want you at all, you can stay from afar and get what you want to get from afar. So that's how I manage like some clients' relationship. Then to avoid see finish, there's sometimes whereby she mentioned something. She was like, how do I get like clients, and how do I manage? You have clients, and you have like some clients that are like close to you, that are like family, right? So there are some clients that sometimes you have to do some things that you're not supposed to do for them, like sacrifice, right? Because in business, you have to sacrifice. It's more like Coca-Cola and Pepsi. There are sometimes, do you know how they sacrifice? Who knows how they sacrifice? Do you know how Coca-Cola sacrifice? Do you know how Pepsi sacrifice? Do you know how Camerajoint sacrifice?
By giving back.
Exactly. So Pepsi sacrifice by doing a lot of ads. Camerajoint sacrifice by doing this. They're paying money for all of this, but they know that if they do it, they have to. So it's same as your business. So you should have this set of people that you know that, okay, I'm doing this not because of the money, but because they are my people. And if I continue doing it, I'll not be bored. Sometimes if I don't have anything to do, I'll just be like, let's run the stuff. So but you have customers that you're like, "This one, you must pay me. You guys pay me." So that's just it.
Yeah, got it. Round of applause, please. So if you guys were thinking, "Oh, I have this client that's very stubborn, you know what, maybe I should just beat them up." Madam, stand here now. If you don't stand here, they say be calm. Okay. Let's try and be calm. Do you understand? Yeah. So now, brings us to the next question. You mentioned something about sacrificing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you are a creative, there are some content you create that just goes viral, like especially for upcoming creatives.
Yeah.
You understand? You don't expect it. Everybody's just liking it. You understand?
Mhm.
Now brands start reaching out to you that we should collaborate, or fellow creatives start reaching out to you that we should collaborate. How do you collaborate to avoid being used? Because nowadays a lot of creatives come online and then they set their camera and say, oh, this brand, they've been using me. I don't know what I did. You understand? So how do we collaborate with creatives and brands and avoid being used?
Well, I'll not lie to you, as a creative, you must be used sometimes. They will use you, but you get to an extent whereby you know the limit, right? So as a creative that's about growing up, there are some times whereby when I just started out, like after David's wedding, I got some brands reaching out to me. They're like, oh, Durode, we like your job, we want to send you something for a review. We don't mind to pay you, but you can keep the stuff. You know that if you want to be greedy, you be like, I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. But then my answer was like, it's not a loss. You get if a brand is big, there are some times whereby you know that if you work with this brand, you get your exposure. But there's a limit to it because no be exposure with you. So I feel like while growing, if you are growing as a brand, if you are growing as a person, before you get to that point where you start selecting, you can work with people. You can work with them. You get, like I said, we just mentioned the same thing, that have people that you work with, then have people that you know that guy is money, you guys pay. You understand? So it's discernment for me. If I see that if a brand till today, if a brand wants to come and be like, okay, I'm just giving you a product. If I see that this brand is worth it, I may not chase the money. I'm like, okay, I think this is worth it. But not that I've already accepted that I want to do it, that I'm not come and be like, they're not paying me. It doesn't make sense. But there's some other brands that will come and be like, you guys show love, you get. So you know who to build and who to not build. Like I said, it's descent. I can't tell you what to do. Do you understand? But as you're starting, you shouldn't be greedy. So yeah.
Yeah. Key note, don't be greedy. Okay. Okay. Now, next question is starting out. Yes, we are
Yeah.
still on the point of starting out. What do you think? Because most people they can't start out with like cameras, because cameras are expensive. They are very expensive. So lots of people start out with their phones. So what do you think about the future of mobile content creation?
The future of mobile content creation.
Yes. Is it something that
So-
you feel like eventually it's going to fizzle out, or yeah?
So when I started out as a content creator, like you guys, if you guys scroll down my page, you see the mobile content. I will never archive it because I want you to see how I grew, yeah. And till today, we still do mobile content. I feel like things are now a little bit easy for creators. It was easy for me because I could just carry phone and just it was the mobile phone that I used to get on big weddings, right? So when I started out with my phone. So one thing about creating is you shouldn't be pushing to divert to another thing, only except you've mastered the one that you have in your hand, right? I was shooting mobile phone for like a year plus when I just started. You get to an extent where I felt like, okay, I think I've outgrown this. How you get to know you've outgrown is when you research for the top 10 or top 20 best mobile content creators, and your content is either better than theirs or going head to head with theirs, you'll be like, okay, I think I've mastered this. Do you understand? I think I'm tired of this. I need to upgrade. So for me, the reason why I stayed long in the mobile content creation part is I realized that clients like people that are portable. Clients don't like, for my own type of client, I don't know for other people, my own type of client, let's say lifestyle, fashion, or weddings. A client wants to like take you to travel if you're not carrying so many load. That's why even till today, na tube lights. I don't carry that umbrella. I don't like it. So I started out with phone because it was easy. If I'm going to job, I'll just put my phone in my pocket. Then I had one light. What was the name of that light? It was just tiny. So, yeah, one small light. I forgot the name. Yeah, but not that one. That one is so powerful. So I had that one. Then I had my phone. Then I had like a little mic. So whenever I'm going for jobs, I'll just carry those three things, and I'll go to it and I'll shoot the wedding before the bride wants to close and open eye. Content is ready. So I feel like with what you have now, you can actually get your clients and thank you. You can actually get your clients and get to work with what you have. Till today, we still have mobile content. And there are some times whereby I'll be interested. It's my manager that will be like, don't go. They will have a mobile book. I'll be like, I beg, I might just go. I'm begging her because she will not want me to go. Because I feel like with your mobile phone, you can actually get what you want to get. And one thing about it is, it's never going to fizzle out. The reason you want to know it's never going to fizzle out, check out the contents that go viral. Not even wedding content. There's this content that's getting viral now that they'll give you, they'll put the hands like you, then food, I be drinks.
Yeah,
This is most of the content we're doing on phone, right?
Yeah.
But now they're viral. That's because it's about being intentional about creating your stuff. Because when I got the Davido's wedding, it was the mobile phone that I carried to the wedding. Even Yemoli's wedding was mobile phone. So it was because I was very intentional. People see that I could do something amazing with mobile phone, so they had to put me. So it got to a point whereby, but there's a limit to everything. The reason why I switched, let me tell you guys why I switched to camera. There's a job I went to do. So I don't shoot with no good. I was doing up and down. I was just shooting many stuff. Then I now got to the time for payment. And I saw that me that I worked, I see Shiggy. The person that used camera, the money was like ×5. I'm like, hey bro, I guess so. It got to that point where I was like, okay, I think I need to, because I already mastered mobile phone. I'm like, okay, let me give myself a challenge. So you get with what you have now, you have to like work with what you have till you get tired, till you feel like you've mastered it. Then you can now move up to something better.
Round of applause, guys. Yeah, so if you're a mobile content creator, don't let anyone make you feel like, oh, you're just shooting with phone now. What's there? Is it not just phone? Can you not just video me?
And people even get to respect you more when you do amazing things with mobile phone.
Yeah.
If you know, when they see that you can do something crazy. That's why when you see a video that's shot by mobile phone and it's like camera, you're like, how did this person do it? Then you'll be interested in that person. Because you feel like, we all feel like camera is like cheat code. But if you can use phone to get that kind of grade of content, then people will be interested in having to book it. Good.
Okay. So now you mentioned something about shooting, videos for like Davido the wedding, Yamuli the wedding,
Yeah.
With your mobile phone. Brings me to my next question. How did you build personal brand when you gained visibility? Like, how did you maintain your relevancy? How did you, they saw these videos and, there are creators that have pop up and then fizzle out. Nobody hears about them again. So how did you maintain that relevancy? Like, oh, I'm still going to be in their mouths every day. They're still going to be talking about me. How did you do that?
So, what do you like about Durode's content?
I followed you on Facebook more especially.
Yeah.
And whenever you drop any content, I'll just go and look at it. I'm like, I need to create something like this.
Yeah.
I used one of your content to create a wedding I attended.
Yeah.
It was not as perfect, but I'll give myself an 8/10.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you like my content because each time you watch it is something different.
Motivates me.
Okay. So what do you like about my content?
Okay, so what I like about your content is the color grading most importantly, and then how you perfectly sync the clips to each beat.
Okay.
And again, you don't just sync it to each beat. There's a kind of creativity that happens around this, but I don't really know how to explain it. But yeah.
So, yeah, I'm coming. So what do you like about the brand Durode? Why do you think Durode will be a brand that lives with you?
Why do I
I'm asking
think?
a question.
Of course.
Okay, why do I think Durode will be?
A brand. Why do you love the brand? Not the content now, the brand.
Okay, that's the person, right?
The brand, the person, anyone, yeah.
Okay, first off, when I say I don't know whether I should use the word, I have intentionally done research about him from the days of his Asaba when he was a chef. So I watched the joining. I studied the joining. It was an intentional act. In fact, that was why when I wanted to go into event content creating, I told myself, if Duro could do this from Asaba, then means you could do it too. So for me, I think this is someone that is intentional. And then when you look at his size, when you see people are carrying camera, they are big, and then you look at his size, humble and doing amazing thing. No, I'm being honest here. Then you're like, with the entire, he has kept his name on the map. humble. Okay, like he walked in and I did the video and I posted on my students group and I said, boss is in class. All of them said, look at the level of simplicity, yet the brain is filled up with wisdom. So for me,
Thank you very much. Who wants to? You want to say something? Yeah, okay.
So she mentioned it already, intentionality. I think it's very easy for people that do, because the intentionality I mean is, I feel you don't watch a lot of wedding content that take you back. You don't watch a lot of wedding content that make you feel like you're in the room with the couple. And I think that's what I kind of took from, especially with how simple it is. I'm someone that I like doing it like a lot of like noisy stuff. So when it's very easy to, not do very, it's very easy to butcher simple stuff like that. But I think the intentionality behind the shots and how clean they are, especially when you said you were taking them with another, wow, okay. So yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
They're
so
answering your question.
okay, so I think for me, okay, so I think for me it's the flexibility. I mean, we don't know what you are dropping again. It's just crazy. I think there was one you dropped that I was like, how did we get here? Like it's just crazy because you're just today we are seeing this, tomorrow we are just seeing something entirely different. The music, the edit, the everything. I mean, that's it for me.
Thank you.
Hi. So the first video of Durode I ever saw was this particular. Sorry. Yeah, it was this particular. I wasn't into content creation or anything then. It was this particular video, and you used this song, Ìfẹ́ rẹ ṣá ló ń dúró tì mí. And at that dúró part, you added your logo. And I literally sent it to everybody I knew. I was like, if I ever go into content creation, I want to create like this person. And then when I started following you, like she said, it's the flexibility. You don't know what you're going to see next. Today it's like something and you're wild, and then you think that, oh, it probably doesn't get better than this, but it does get better than that. And I think that after I followed you and I then joined your channel, it became the relativity.
Yeah,
English is hard, but the fact that people are able to like relate to you, even though you are like up there, you are not aloof, right? You can like come down and talk to us like, oh, we're friends or we met before, despite the fact that we do not even know you, right? You're someone that I would say in public and be comfortable enough to walk up to and say, hi, I'm hi Duro, I'm so person. And that's just off the online persona that I already know. So I think that that's it for me.
Amazing. Guys, that's my PA.
Hi everyone. So I think for me is if you've been on set to draw, you would enjoy the whole scenery. If you've been on set to draw, you would not, apart from being inspired, you'll be more motivated to even want to do the things you're doing. The first time I was on set to draw, he just gave me his camera. He did not know if I could hold the camera or anything. He just gave me and said, oh yeah, shoot. And that day, my confidence was boosted. I felt like, okay, this person could just trust me to give me his camera. I don't even know how much that camera cost. And I just shot. He ended up, I don't know if he used that clips I made. But from that day, I was like, this is someone I would always want to be on set with. And his client relationship, the way he deals with clients, it's impeccable. It makes clients think of him even when he's no longer there. That's why you hear clients saying it's either Duro or nobody. Do you get? So the way he handles clients, you see that he genuinely cares for that client, not just because they paid him a certain amount of money. And the way he works with even upcoming content creators on set, you see that he respects them and their confidence is boosted and they want to continue doing whatever it is they're doing. So for me, that's how Dio has stayed one of the ways he has stayed relevant in the industry.
Yes, before we take the questions, we have some comments from our YouTube people. Okay, let's take one from her and then we go to our YouTube people.
So personally, I feel like it's the uniqueness that comes with your videos. A lot of times I see wedding videos, right? And I'll be like, no, Duro cannot do this. There are sometimes I see your videos and before checking the name, I know, oh, this is Duro's work. It's only Duro that can do this. So yeah, that's what I love about your work.
Yes. So let's take some from YouTube because we have people viewing live. So Metty UCTV says its edits and content are top notch. Being Docker says, I love the brand because of the visual consistency and upgrade with each video that comes out. He learned the fundamentals and worked it all up. For me, that's what I love about him as a creative. Then the last one, Fob says, his brand or his person shows in the way he does his content. Simple. Nothing flying around, just calm and soothing. Yes.
So I needed you guys to answer the question first. So does that answer your
Yes,
question?
of course.
So thank you guys so much.
Yes, one more thing before we take a question. Okay. So this one says how do creators get better at color grading, lighting, angles, and how do beginner creators get started with that? Or if you're a beginner, it's two in one question. So let's take one of the question is, how do beginner creators get started? How do we get started? If I'm a beginner content creator, what should I start with? The second question is, how do we get better at color grading, lighting? I feel like is this uncle's question because he literally did an hallelujah. But yeah, how do we get better with color grading, lighting, and angles?
So
Sorry.
so one thing about us as creative is, you know, that unlike filmmakers that will go to film school and learn how to put light in a direction or learn how to color in a direction, as we did the reverse meaning it started like a hobby. You get to love the hobby and you take the hobby into business. Then now you start, after you've put the business has grown, you are now like, okay, I need to go and adjust the foundation. I need to make sure the fund. So it's a reverse for us, because unlike filmmakers that will go to the school, spend like years, but us will use our hobby, then grow up to become. Then when you become, then you now start learning. So like I said in the beginning, I said that it's easy now, that it's not like before that you want to learn something, you'll be looking for the next class, or you're looking for the next creative that will say, okay, we have a stuff in Abuja, it's this amount of money. You can just sit on your phone and that's one thing that you guys don't realize. Before I say A to Z, your phone would have said the A to Z since yesterday. It's simple. So whatever you want to learn, everything is online. I was self-taught. I didn't go to any class. I didn't go to any master. Nobody can say I taught you this. But I went online and learned. You get, then try to become, then see the way people do things, then become. The one thing about color grading is something that's personal to each people. The reason is, there's a way you edit a video and see the color. If it's beautiful in your eyes, then that should be your color. But if you're like, I'm not there yet, then start building. Ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? How is this video like? Is it too red? Do I like it reddish? That's why you see that each unique person's color is different, because we have what we like. Do you understand? You like what you say, you be like, okay, this is the kind of color I like. So, but in order to get to your own particular color, then you need to start replicating other people's color. You understand? You have to learn from other people before you become. You understand? So, to learn how to color, go online, see what creators do. There are like stuffs on YouTube. TikTok is the best place. Stuffs on YouTube, TikTok. You can even buy lots. When you buy lots, then use the lots, apply it to your video, then see how you can actually build this lot. Then on building and replicating what other people do, then you get to like become. Do you understand? Then you have to be intentional, because it's not just about the post-production. When you're shooting, you have to be intentional. If you see a bride standing, like some of you now, if I say take pictures, like you have to make sure the perspective of that, if you are seeing the picture, you're like, damn, this is fine, then that's when you shoot. So you have to be intentional when you're shooting. You can't just hold the camera, make somebody oblong, and you're like, okay, I'll do it in post. You can't do that. So it starts from when you're shooting. Do you understand? So you have to be intentional in shooting. Then you have to be intentional in getting your shots. Then in the post, things are not going to be hard, because I cannot want to shoot you, then my camera is there, I'm shooting you, then I want to go and apply color that I expect the colors to be good. Nah. So it starts from when you're shooting, then to when you're coloring. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So don't worry, we'll fix it when we are editing, okay? Don't worry, it's hard like that. Don't worry, I got it. Okay, now quick one before she asks her question.
Yeah.
You mentioned learn online. Are you looking to, aside the community, of course, because you have a community, are you looking to like going, I know that this one maybe is a plan and you don't want to let it out
Yeah.
yet, but are you looking into going into having an academy where people come to learn shooting, color grading, all those kind of stuff?
I'm lazy. No, she's asking a different question. Hold on, like she's not asking for when the class is. She's asking for like an academy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said July, didn't we?
Yeah.
We said July. But that class, when June? Oh, it's June, true. That's it. July 2026. That's 2026.
Wow.
Did I have 2026? Are you sure? Yeah, we have it. So what I want to do for that class is actually, I don't want to sit and talk. I want us to shoot together. So that class is not for beginners. I've said it before. You get, maybe I might even do for mobile content creators, then for camera content creators, but it's not for beginners. I'm saying it again because I'll not come to the class and be like, this is how you hold your camera. No, you should already know how to hold camera or your mobile phone. If we're doing a mobile class, which I want to do a mobile class and a camera class, it wouldn't be for beginners because we'll go and shoot, then we'll edit together. The editing together, there'll be like a big screen. We might even do it here, I don't know. It'll be a big screen, then we'll be going step by step. So it wouldn't be like a class like this. It would just be a practical class. We'll go somewhere, shoot. When we're done shooting, they will not come like maybe here or a place that has a big screen. Then we'll start editing with whatever app I want to use to teach you guys how to edit. So that's how the class is going to be. Now for your question, academy. Oh my God, I'm lazy. I'm lazy. My kind of life that I like to live is I'm like, okay, can you coordinate the academy? Like just do everything. Like I was just working now. I just like, okay guys, today I'll be happy. I'll do it. Yeah, if I wish there was like companies, they do that in the US whereby companies handle creatives. Creative, I don't want to say I'm planning it. That's one thing that's stored in the class. So say, okay, this is the location we use. I don't like it.
Oh, we have Camerajoint location. This place.
That's what I'm saying now. It's here already. You get.
Yeah.
So you guys, when I end up, so academy is something that's it's difficult to do if you don't have the love. I have the love for it, but I don't have the strength for it. The strength to go and be gathering all of those stuff. So if I see like a company that can handle the stress off me, my own is just to teach, then I will do it.
We are Camerajoint. Can we handle the stress of him? Okay, let's work towards handling the stress of him. Okay.
Yeah, because I will not lie to you. My DMs, I feel bad because it now feels like maybe I don't want to. But I love, that's why, it got so much that I had to create the channel. That's how much, when something is so much in you, you have to find somewhere to put it out. So that's why I did the channel. So that because most of the thing, I don't hold back when I'm teaching you guys in the channel. I like we talk back to back. So it's because I've not had chance to like do a class. So it's now getting overwhelming. So I have to like find a way to like teach it. Because when you teach, you get to learn more. Do you understand? So I think I'm working towards the class, July. So now that I've gotten a place to teach you guys, it will be limited slots. Then we'll just find a place that we'll do our shooting. It's going to be a very, very practical class. So that it's not just talk. We just have something to.
You people are not clapping. Because this was like attack, like, oh my God, you said July, this is June. It is definitely happening.
Yeah, 2026 actually.
We have it on camera.
Joint, yeah.
We have it on camera.
Joint.
Thank you. So yes, we have it. You can't say, oh, I meant 2027 is here, it's live. Okay. Round of applause again, everybody. Okay, so now we are going to start taking your questions. And because we have some people online, the YouTube people, you can drop your questions online and we shall take them. Now, for the people in the room, if you have a question, you can raise your hand and we shall pass. Ooh, that's a lot of questions. Okay, let's start with the gentleman and my. Okay, no, don't worry. We'll get to you. He's here, right? Right. So.
I want to stand up for discussion.
Yes, of course.
So, thank you so much, Mr. Durode, for your impact so far. I have a list of questions though.
List to quoi? Can you combine them?
Yes, I will just ask everything once, then you. So first of all, how did you? Okay, you have mentioned how you started because I wrote this question at home. So now, how did you do it? Because according to what you said in channels, it's been
yeah.
3 years since you
Yeah.
started. So how did you remain consistently getting clients
Yeah.
for these 3 years till now? Then, if you were to advise me now as a person, as a content creator, because I do mobile videography,
Yeah.
what will you tell me to do that will help me to get consistent clients
Yeah.
and to be also be in the minds of people, and not just to get clients, to get retaining clients? Then also you talked about color grading YouTube and the rest. Do you have any YouTube channels that you would recommend for color grading, editing? My friend is always here. I always disturb him to recommend YouTube channels for me, but
Yeah.
since you are here, I would like to hear from you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Now about how I grew out to become consistent with clients. The thing is, like I said, one thing about creating is when you're creating, you have to have the love of it. She said that when I started I was cooking. I was a chef in university. So, but even as a chef, I was always taking pictures like of my food, the kind of food I made. Then when I got to Asaba, even when I started out as a church content creator, I started out in church. Then I started having companies that I work for. So I had like a company that they sell fruits. Then I had another one that they are into wedding gowns. Then I think I had like 4 or 5. So what I did was, and I was my social media manager for like 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, at that point, I knew that okay, this is where I can see the money for now. And I dwell on building that. But I get to an extent that I'm like, okay, I think I've outgrown it. So, but before you want to leave what you've outgrown, make sure you have like something that's really growing. Do you understand? So while leaving the social media management thing, I already started getting like wedding like clients. Do you understand? And one thing about wedding is it's about how good you are, then how good you relate to people. Do you understand? Then how respectful you are. So like she said now, no matter who you are, I will give you that respect because you are the next person that will give me my next client. You get, if you are like, oh, this Durode guy, he's the nice person. But someone comes and like, oh, I need a content creator that can do that, can do that. I might be the first person to come up to your head because you like the way I relate to people. So what I would say is don't dwell on looking for that. Don't be like, I need clients, I need clients. Dwell on getting better so that they get to look for you. Do you understand? Because it was out of what I did differently was I was very fast with content creation, with editing and delivering the videos. So while doing that, I saw the loophole that people do a lot of content creation, but they are not fast. They are you get. So for each client that I get, I make sure I make sure they see that I'm fast and I'm good. That way they refer. But if I'm always looking for clients and I don't build myself, I may not be able to like handle the clients that I will have. Do you understand? Then when it comes to color, I think I'll write down. I really don't remember their names, but I'll write down that for you, then send to you. Maybe I'll send to the channel. No, I'll send to you. I'll send to you. I'll send to the channel. I'll send to the channel. Yeah. Then what's the other question? That was all.
Okay, my personal advice. You should advise me.
Yeah, that's what I've said now. Okay. That you should dwell on with what you have now. Make sure you become so good at it. And even when I started that, I didn't have clients. There was something I usually do. I'll do 30 days. 30. Yeah. Go to my page. Yeah, if you go down my page, you see that I was doing. So I would just walk up to any business. I'll be like, "Don't worry, I want to do something nice for you guys." So that way, like I'm out of the love for the job and the fact that I want to grow. I was now like doing things. If I was starting as a content creator and Durode is here, I'll wait. You cannot even do it, I'm telling you now. I always like when Durode is done with the class, I'll be like, I know you have a lot of people that are working with you, but I just want to follow you to one job.
How did you know what was in my mouth?
So I'll be like, I just want to follow you to I don't whenever, I don't know when is it, but one day I just want to follow you to one job. So it's just that you guys, you know how to get opportunities, but I don't know if you're not confident enough for the opportunities. For most of the people that I work with, there are mostly people that will they'll walk up to me and be like, "What's up? I like can we? I'll just give you like a probation period and see if you can." So yeah, That's
Funny enough, that's part of what I
really.
tried to tell you.
I don't tell you.
The update has cast.
I don't cast.
The update is
I don't
casted.
cast out.
I will still
So,
with you,
question,
but
give
it's
her-
fine.
she wants to
Yeah,
ask a
so
question.
please, before we go to the next question, if somebody asks a question that you were already going to ask, please, there's no need to ask the question again, okay? All right. So let's have
Hi. Sorry. Oh, I should stand up. Eh. So this question, you're mentioning intentionality
Yeah.
all the time, and like I said it in your videos.
Mhm.
It's very hard. It's very easy to say the
Yeah.
intentionality, but how do you deal with burnout? You can't be kind all the time. You can't be intentional all the time. There's some
Yeah.
days you're just tired. I don't really. If the bride, you don't have the strength. So how do you
Yeah.
keep? Because I'm a photographer, so sometimes there's some shoots that I do. Like the way I edit it, you know that I like the shoots that I
Yeah.
did. I was just sometimes I'm just like, well, I beg, I'm tired. I don't have the strength. So how do you keep it consistent?
Even when I'm not
And yes,
interested.
exactly. How do you handle burnout, basically?
So, well, let's talk about when I'm not interested. There's something I learned from a photographer. He said that the mistake he made was there was sometimes you go to a shoot and it's like bread and butter. He'll eat it and he'll be like, oh, this is nice. Then there will be a time where he'll go to a shoot and it's Gary. He'll be like, he said the mistake he did was he didn't know that even with Gary, you can I carry Gary to Italy and France now. Even with Gary, you can make Gary look. Yeah, look, yes. So that's one mistake we do as creative when we go to a place and the place is not nice and everything is like, no, today I'm not. But then you have to find like beauty in the least in everything. Yeah. So even if you go to a place and it's not, you give yourself that challenge. Tell yourself that okay, I know this is not what I want, but I will make it. I'll find a way to make it good. I'll make it. That's why people are like, oh, you have the best bride. Yeah, because no matter where I go, I'll try to make sure like it comes out like really nice. You know, so you have to see the beauty in the environment, beauty in the people. Then when it comes to burnout, everybody goes through burnout. I will not lie, we all go through burnout. But one thing I always say is that don't think what more than you can handle. It's usually good to know when to say no. Do you understand? Then learn to work with people. So there are some times whereby I think there was time in December I got so like burned out. And I had to call my fellow creator, what's up, please handle this for me. Just take it. But do it this way. I want you to do this and I'll coordinate it. So if you only take what you can handle, you can meet other people that can help you handle it. But always make sure you take what you can handle. So,
Okay, yeah.
All right. Yes, thank you. Good afternoon.
good afternoon.
All right. So my question is actually like as regards niching down as a creative.
Yeah.
Like everybody just says that you must have something that you're good at. So what do you advise someone that's like just wants to explore different things?
Yeah.
Yes, like is that advisable to do?
Yeah.
And also, yes, is that advisable to do? And also, like sometimes when you edit a video,
Yeah.
you might expect that this video is going to like go viral. I
Yeah.
mean, you've put in a lot of work,
Mhm.
and when you post it, I mean, the video is just having how many likes. So,
Yeah.
how do you deal with stuff like that as well?
Okay.
Thank you.
So when it comes to niching is a very important thing to do. She has answered.
Yeah,
did
no,
not
so
follow.
this is the last person from this row, and then we go this way.
So yeah, niching is one of it's such, how would I put it? It's an important thing to do as a business because when you niche down, then people will get to know you for who you are. But like I said, you have to always discover yourself. Like all the examples are out there. If you just scroll down my page, go to the first post. The first post is a lady in the gym. She was carrying gym stuff. You get. So when you go to down, you see that she was carrying gym. Then you also see the one, where's Wealth? Yes, this is one person that started with me. There was some time whereby in our food, we'll go to restaurant. There's some times whereby it'll be lifestyle. There's some times whereby it's car. So I was just doing so many things. Like I said, at the beginning, you can't know what you love. But you just have to be doing whatever you're doing till you become. Do you understand? So even as I started working with brands, I was a social media management for the brands, but I was doing their content. You get, as a lady wanted to book me for gym content, I'm like, okay, I did for you. No be camera, you go shoot them. But it got to a point where I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do. It's wedding. I want to do weddings. You get then it's not as if I just said, okay, I want to start today's wedding, I want to niche wedding. No, test out other things. Then when you are like, okay, this is what I love, you understand? Then you now push forward to it. So it's not bad to do so many things at the same time. Nobody should be whining in that niche. Do all the things you want to do till you are like, okay, I want to do this particular thing. Then your next question was,
So what do you like whenever you post a video that
yeah. So one thing you have to realize is your post being viral or not viral should not determine your mood for the day. Do you understand? One thing I would do is I always tell you guys that just post it. I don't. My manager will be like, calm down, babe. Like you should post. Before I would like you post, you be posting before bride won't come off for morning Greek event center. She has seen how beautiful she is. I don't care if it's blowing or not. Because when you start caring about that, it gets to you. It alters the next edit that you want to do. You start overthinking things. You start going to other creators, people like, but no, you have to do like Apple. What Apple does is Apple don't just get up and say, we are better than Samsung. Apple says you are better than the last phone we made. So you're in competition with yourself, but you know that you have to improve. So you shouldn't dwell on the views. You understand? Dwell on making yourself better. Because there are people that don't post, but they make more money than I do. You get, they are into the same creative, but they don't post, but they make more money than I do. Because they don't care about the views. But you should know what works for you, but don't dwell. You will cause depression. Right?
All right, I have 2 questions to ask.
Yeah.
But first,
Now these people are hybrid questions. They will just come, bro. Like, let me just use my time. Like, okay.
But first, I would like to tell you what I like the most about your brand as a person.
Yeah.
And it's not just about your work, but the mind behind the work.
Yeah.
So I'm more curious about your systems.
Okay.
How you are able to consistently dish out videos. Because I discovered you first without following you. I just see your work every single time.
The work will chase you.
It chase me everywhere. Exactly.
Must follow.
So my question goes, so what are the practical systems you have put in place to deliver quality visuals?
Yeah.
Not just every time, but also on time. So I'm more curious about your systems.
Yeah.
Are there editors on ground?
Yeah.
Are there templates? What systems have you put now that if I'm going to a wedding now, this is what I do to get my visuals out on time and consistently, importantly. And for my last question, what are the non-negotiable clauses you put in your contract to protect yourself as a creative?
Okay.
Yes.
Now when I say in that class, it's not talking, it's just practical. Because there's nothing, if you go to that channel, you can even make a book from that channel. Everything that you've asked now, we've answered it. All the questions that you guys have asked. If you go to that channel, just search a keyword, you will see it. That's one thing you don't realize. So yeah, let me come to your question. Now, you can search now. Your question is how I'm consistent. Now, when I started out as a content creator, I saw that there were so many content creators. I'm not the first. There are so many people that started from that, so I respect them. I give respect to who respect is due to. I realized that there was a loophole. The loophole was the time in which the deliverables are made. Do you understand? I realized that, but now is not fast to get. But I realized that people were relaxed. I'm like, how would they blow fast like this? I need to be extremely good, but extremely fast too. You get. Then I was just on my iPhone and CapCut. What else is there? So what I do is, I know deep in me that I want to make it. You want to make it? Yeah. So I knew deep in me that I want to make it, and I also knew that even if I go to Ikeja, come back to mainland, that client must get her videos. You understand? So I have it in mind that once I'm done editing, you guys just once I'm done shooting, you have to edit it. You don't. Why are you wasting time? Then it makes you. It now made me to realize that when you shoot with intentionality means that you know what you want. So if I'm going to an event, I know that, okay, I need to get the accessories, I need to get the bride doing her makeup, I need to get the bride with the bridesmaids, I need to get the bride probably with the groomsmen. I know what the kind of shots I want in my head. You get, so that when I'm editing, I don't go and be doing too many things. That's some of us that when we go to events, you shoot, even when there's composure, when there's no rush, you just shoot too many things. Then when you get home, it will not overwhelm you. You get. So I feel like you need to determine or be strict on shooting what you want. Only except there's rush. When there's rush, then you have to like, what's that word again? You have to gather other daters. Then when you go home, you understand? When there's rush. But if you have composure, you have to shoot with intentionality. That way, when you're editing, there's like you don't have so much to work in. So that's what you should work on. You understand? So that if you're shooting, you know that in the wedding, I know that groom, I have to shoot the groom, I have to shoot the groomsmen, I have to shoot the groom and the groomsmen, I have to shoot you have it in your head. If it's like a lifestyle, you know that a lifestyle or a fashion content, you know that it's an outfit. I have to get how it looks from behind, from the side. I have to get the detail, I have to get the face, I have to get the shoes, you know what you want. So that way you when you're editing, it's simple, you're not overthinking. You understand? Then you spoke about contracts. There's one time I went for a wedding. I think when I was just starting out, I think I've said this name before. I called the bride. I'm like, oh, bridey, what's up? She's like, don't worry. It's Umaya. That there's a hotel. That is not a problem that you can be coming. Will you sort out your hotel? I'm like, stop playing. So, like I didn't have any clause saying, oh, it must be a hotel. You are not putting. And I went there. The bride was like, there's no hotel here. Just stay in there's a room there. I'm like, okay, it's even still manageable. Let me just go to the room. Bro. Now men. You get. So if you have something like that, you have to have a clause that says that if I'm traveling out of a place or if I'm having, you have to give me a hotel. If you like food, you can put a clause that you have to feed me. So it once the shaggy you've seen will make you. So my shaggy might not be your shaggy. You get. So I might say I don't care about it, but you might care about it. So the kind of shaggy you've experienced will determine your clause. But your clause, you know that for Nigerians, you can't be too tough. If you are too rigid, they'll be like, you're proud. You're like, so you have to be considerate with your clause. You understand? You should not go and it's client come, hey, I like your content, I want to book you. You know, plaster and 10 pages. Why? So if you are made this, it's just once. If I'm doing this, it's just once. So the person will be afraid to use you. But you allow the person send a deposit. And I'm like, oh yeah, thank you. And so they have this. But you have to be soft. That way you don't scare them with your T&Cs. If Thames was scaring us with music, she will not be asking donors. So she's calm. So yeah. Next question.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
I'm grateful. And then I want to still say publicly thank you for the scholarship you gave me 2 years ago when I started. Okay. So now, yes, Real by George class.
Oh, I forgot. Oh my
sir.
God. How are you?
Thank you.
Nice to meet you again.
Okay, so my question is, whenever we see Duro's video, before the logo Duro comes out, we are already screaming, Duro, Duro, Duro. And then finally, once the logo comes out, you're like, I said it.
Yeah.
So, that drives me to go and become the queen of fast forward video. If you see Meme Short It video, you will see it, the brrr.
Yeah.
But I realized that everybody is already getting used to once Meme drop video, the fast forward thing has to come in. So like she said, we cannot predict you.
Yeah.
Even though we know that we're going to see Duro, we can't predict you. The songs are unique. Oh my God. I know that we cannot copy you in total, but this is me trying to ask the question that please, how do I sing my niche and then not being someone that they can predict? Yeah, so you can't predict my video. In as much as I want to be the queen of fast forward video, I want to be going there. But let it be that when they're saying it, how can I put it well? Yes. So I hope you got the question. Okay, the next one. So I'm coming.
You guys get prepared.
So another thing I have is, how do you handle clients that insists that you will post their job on your page, knowing you are building Instagram standard? Before now, when I started, if I go for a job, I would just be posting the jobs. But now, to some extent, I'm not proud.
Yeah.
There are some jobs I will not post because I'm building Instagram standard. So, but I realized that you go for some jobs, it's not worthy of the page. I don't know if it's the right word to use. And then the person is insisting, Bigger post this work. You must post. You too. You're saying I will not post. The person is saying I paid you. So how do you handle such clients? And now to my last question, sir. The last question is, how do you manage tons of jobs? You said something here about you wanting to collaborate. Okay, I got a gig from a celebrity and I was happy, I was excited because all my life I've not done lead content creator. I've always been supporting. So this is me being the lead content creator and I was happy. And the planner now said we are doing 15 outfits. I'm like, I got you. But since I shot the 15 outfits since last week, sir, I want to tell you that your girl is not sleeping well. The job is a bit taxi, and I'm asking. I think at this point, whether my passion is driving me or is the money. So I want you to answer me. How do you deal with this tons of job? How do you maneuver them? Because I see how you come out strong. There was a job we went to. Your team came, and I think that was after that they gave me that scholarship. They blew my eye. They fought there, and I wasn't thinking you were going to post that job because of the whole chaos. And the job came out so nice. So, sir, please just tell me how do.
Did you say they blew your eye?
Yeah. Yes. So, sir, please, this is me saying, how do you manage these tons of jobs? Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. Oh my God. So, first of all, the first question was what again? Just give me one word.
The niche. How to make.
Yeah. So one thing about creating is, one thing I've learned to do as a creator is I learned to get tired before people get tired, right? In your mind, sometimes when you do something, you be like, I'm on this thing safe. You don't go try to do it that way. Your mind is telling you that, bro, I'm tired of this thing. But you're not listening. You're like, bro, like, I'm tired. Let me just do it. So you have to learn to get tired of doing the same thing before people start getting tired of you. So like the way you said that, oh, you're a queen of fast forward, you got to a point where people, it's not as if you didn't know that they'll get tired. You knew that there will be a point whereby if I'm doing this over and over again, people will get tired. So you now, when something is at that point whereby that thing is at the peak of people loving it, start looking for another thing for them to love. It's like let me use the Sony cameras or Canon cameras. They have like FX3 that everybody loves. You get, they can decide to just focus on that FX3. Let me even use iPhone. Everybody use iPhone. iPhone comes out with 17 Pro Max, right? 17 Pro Max. It's not as if they cannot pour their money in that 17 Pro Max that everybody likes, but they have to put money in other things like Air, Mini, so that people have other things to be interested in. So when you have your page, you should divide your page into different things. You have people that love your page for the fashion stuff. Like I have fashion designers, I have stylists that they like outfits video. I have you creative that you're like, I want to see something unique. I have that kind of people. I have people that are older that are like, I want the video to be soft. I want it to be. Then I have like colorists that are like, I want this color. I want to go to Durode and see this. So I'm trying to create a space for each person to satisfy each person. I have a planner that wants to see the event center. I have a decorator that wants to see how the decor looks like in the video. So that's why you have to find problems to be giving solutions to. So you have this niche of people that like your fast forward video, but don't forget the people that want to see, I don't know if it's outfits or how the event center looks or how the interview looks. There are people that are here that they love to see my BTS. I even stopped doing BTS. It's stressful. But I know that there are people that want to see my BTS. So I'm looking for, in one brand, I'm trying to satisfy different type of people. Because on your page is not just, there are people that love that, but there are also people that love other things or that may like other things. So always try to test out doing different things. It's not one thing that you're doing all the time. Do you understand? Then I'm not done with that question. So the next question was, going to job that you don't want to post. Now, if you are always disturbed and like they want you to post, you can have a clause. It can be the second to the last clause in your T&Cs because they always overlook that. So you can be a second to the last clause. I don't want to sit down on camera. So you can be your last clause that you can put if they're always disturbing you. Then one thing about these jobs is if you notice that this client is someone that really wants me to post, then like what you said that you saw the job and it was really nice. You have to be, even if the location is not now, I've said it before that try to make it nice. Then sometimes I'll do a video and I'll just put like a vintage vibe to it. You get like you get no, not all though, but you get. I'm trying to like I'm trying to make sure because I have to post it. You understand? Because if you are booking me, you want to see me on your page. Yeah. On my you get obviously you get. If I'm booking you, I'm like Beams like what's your name? Memes. I'm like memes. I want to see me fast forward like you get. So I want to go be anticipating because even if I don't outrightly tell you, it's obvious. Like I want to, bro. Like meme self, you get. So, but you have to find a way. Do you understand? So if you can't, then you can also be hyping the clients on your story and everything. Like just find a way to do it. You can also do a BTS of the stuff. So it depends. So you can put a clause. If that clause is not working, then you must be forced to create something nice. But it's really obvious that if someone is booking it, they may most likely want you to post it.
Yes, so now we have to take some questions from the online people as well. Don't worry, we'll get to you. So we are going to answer your question because I know that your hand has been up for a while. But before we go, the people online too, they're like, why are we only answering you people questions? They are also online. So let's take some of their questions. Official Ayo Motion says, should I ask them all at a go and then you answer them all at once? Okay. So Official Ayo says, how do physical mentorship play a big role in content creation? Being Dorcas' question is, Duro, what is your creative process when shooting planned projects? How do you approach your shoot aside the 3 standard wide, medium, close-up? What's your list of a must-take shot? Mary Okoli says, how to start as a beginner mobile videographer. Mary, I think we've answered that question already. Then Mary also asks another question and says, what software did you start with when you started creating? He said CapCut. Mary, we've answered that one as well. So Nafisat says, how do you pose your subjects to tell your story? My major challenge is posing my client.
We spoke about that too.
Yes, we've spoken about you people have not been consistent online. You're going off and on. Okay, so Forbes says, hi Duro, have you ever been at a point in your career when you just stopped getting clients? And how did you deal with it? Lastly, recommend YouTubers that mobile videographers can watch to get better. He said that he would tell you guys before he leave. Then Apira Studio says, how do you build structure in your team to have manager and editor that still produce your exact style? Apira Studio, last question. Apira Studio says, how do you select your music? Apira, we've answered this one. How do you select your music I'm sorry. Okay. So yeah, the ones that you haven't answered, just do it at one go.
Someone asked something, so that was my question. So I want to compliment, so you can just answer.
Okay, you are the Apira online.
No. Someone asked a question.
What was the question?
About how do you select editors?
Yeah.
Okay, that's your own question you wanted to ask here. Okay.
So actually,
she wanted. Sorry, not to cut you short. She wants to add to the question that they asked online. Sharp, because.
So you know that.
What was the question? The first question.
Oh yes. Sorry, the mic.
Let me see the first question.
The first question.
So normally, I mean, when you want to go for a shoot or when you get a particular location, you already have something in your head that you want to create. But you said something earlier about maybe when you get overwhelmed, you maybe give other creators and then you direct them. But sometimes, maybe if you give somebody to go and shoot something for you and you start seeing the clips, you're like, this is crazy. Because I've had someone go for a shoot for me and it was a 2-day shoot. I shot the first day, the person shot the second one, and the client was complaining for the shoot, the other person shot. That see your own shoot, see your own video, see your shot, see your angle, see this person's own. So how do you balance it when maybe you send your guys out and then it's not exactly what you feel like you envision for that kind of concept?
Okay.
I'm sorry, I have like a
similar question. I give out to
you know what? What if you take all the questions at once and then you answer them all?
Similar.
Yeah,
Sorry.
What do you think?
Go.
All right.
Join your own.
Just to add to what she said, for example, if you have like jobs for maybe a couple of days, and maybe one is in Ghana, the other one is somewhere else, that basically requires you to be at multiple places at once. Obviously, I know that you're going to send your team to one of the jobs. Do you tell your client, I'm sending someone, or do you just
Okay.
Like just go, and obviously they might not know you as Duro, like you mentioned earlier.
Like mad.
But like, do you tell them ahead of time that someone is gonna come shoot on my behalf, or they just go and?
Okay. A supporting question.
All the supporting
It's like I know you somewhere.
Is your question supporting?
Oh, Dan.
Entirely new. Is your own supporting? No.
Oh, this supports not the choke.
It's supporting.
Okay.
Let's answer the supporting question.
So,
yeah.
the question I want,
supporting.
the question I wanted to ask is, how do you handle your team?
Yeah.
Like, how do you hire them, and how do
Yeah.
you get them to get to your standard?
Hey.
Because somebody like me now, I have trust issues a lot.
Yeah,
So,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, support.
Supporter.
Okay, so it's still about this whole team stuff.
Yeah.
When you have people on your team, okay, first of all, how do you even get them on your team? Do you actually put them on a contract where you pay them monthly or per job, or like how do you do it? Like, do you also, when you're let's say you're working, what you charge is basically maybe for a one-man job. When you now have team, do you charge based off the number of teams that you have, like looking at what you're going to pay them and all of that? Yeah.
Do we have another supporting question?
Ask now, support. Yeah.
So, okay, please pass her the mic. She wants to ask a fresh question. So, would you go with the supporting people then, a fresh one, or the fresh?
No, is it fresh or supporting?
It's a fresh question.
Let me finish
I think you
support.
should answer. They said the supporters are finished now. Nobody's asking.
Oh, yeah, actually, a new question.
Okay.
Ask quickly. Ask.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So I recently started using black magic to shoot,
Okay.
right? And I noticed that for every job you attend, in
Yeah.
fact, it can be the same job, but because the sun is shifting, like things are
Yeah.
changing, you have to like constantly change the settings. And sometimes it can be a lot because when I'm editing, it's like, okay, the color that works for this clip is not working for this clip. And I know that it's similar to what happens with camera,
All cameras.
right? But I know that for you, your work is still consistent, right? Even though the sun is not the same, the light is not the same, the mood is not the same. So how are you able to get a consistent result, even though the settings are mad?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let me answer the one. I don't know if let me answer that one. All right. Let me answer. I'll forget to.
Let him answer all these ones.
All right.
And
Okay.
let's
Let's pass the mic.
Yes, please. Thank you. Oh, no, you can hold on to it. Yes.
No, bring it. I need this. So about team members. Okay. How did I get to meet you? I just joined the team. How was the process like?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hi. Hello.
So, I met Duro at church, House on the Rock. Okay. Sorry.
You guys should not put. Why you guys stress? You guys not stress, man.
Okay. I met Duro at church, House on the Rock. We attend the same church in Asaba. It was just on a random Saturday, and he walked up to me. He was like, "Oh, that he needs an editor. That kind of idea." I was like, "Okay, sure." I play around with editing. So I showed him. I forgot what I showed him. One video like that. I was not even. So he was like, "Okay, he'll give me something." Then he gave it to me. I was like, I thought I would edit like maybe after like 3 days. 20 minutes later, I was like, "Are you done?" I was like, "Done with what?" So that was the first thing I noticed. I noticed that he likes getting things done very fast. And it was more about the way he treats people. Like, I believe if you're treated good, you would want to do better, depending on the kind of person you are. And if you notice one thing about Drew, I don't know if I should say this, you never see anyone wearing any clothes with Duro at the back or something like that, or he will allow you to be yourself. He'll see the kind of person you are and know if he can work with you or not. So you're going to tell on yourself. That's just the thing. And I mean, it's a lot.
So how I got to meet him was in church. I met him in church. What I do is, I'll tell you that I'll put you on probation, right? I'll be like, I need to do something for me. I need to like maybe edit for me. Then I see how you react, how you handle it. So I call it vanishing mood. If you notice, there was a point where I vanished. You will not see me for like 2 months. You try to get to me because I've given you the opportunity to like, but you are not. So I'll just it doesn't work for everybody though, but you can do it. So you see that this person can do this thing, then if the person is not consistent, you just leave the person. You understand? Then you now come back after and be like, do you want to do this thing? You get, I have to talk to you to be able to do it, then teach you how to do it. Then tell you that even under pressure, sometimes I'll sit by him, I'll tell him to edit something, he will waste time. I'll be like, sit. Then I'm like, this is not what like you were overthinking. Do you understand? So if you have anybody that want to join to your team, you have to first of all teach them. If you have the time. Now I don't even have the time to even teach them, but now I'll have to just direct you. But you have to teach them. You can't meet somebody out of the blue and be like, shoot this thing, and the person doesn't know how to shoot, and you're expecting magic. You can't. So you have to be willing to teach. You have to be willing to be like, okay, this is how you do it. Whenever the client does, this is how you do it. And you know that it's a win, it's not a win-win thing. Sometimes you can teach and the person will leave you. It's like love. You'll be heartbroken. So you have to you ask yourself that, okay, am I willing to have a team, and am I willing to be broken? Because if to have a team, you have to be broken. Because it's not everybody that will want to do what you get. Some people will leave you, and when you are done with everything teaching them, they'll leave you. So if you are willing to take that, then start getting people, teach them from AB, how you choose, how everything. If you are willing to, then teach them, then they can be your team members. We cannot just see somebody out of the blue and be like, I want you to be doing this, and the person does it. Do you understand? Do you get it? Then how I manage, somebody asked about how I manage. Yeah, how I manage my team. So one thing about my team is, then who do you talk to in the team? Well, who manages the team? Yeah, so I have a manager. I've had a manager since day one, even when I was in Asaba. So one thing about me is I believe in myself. I always tell myself that I want to be a big person. So what does a big person does? Big person will have a manager. Like even when I was just starting out, I'm like, yeah, if you have a manager now, you walk. Yeah. You keep, because you want to impress yourself, and the manager be like, I see what I can do. No, that's it. So having a manager helps me. I don't talk to them. You get, because even like limits the way you get to talk to me so much, because it's my manager that you talk everything. Is how I only give you the opportunity when I need you to talk. You get, so you should have, if you can do it, have a manager. That one's another to get a manager. Yeah, you have trust issues. So it's a thing that you build. You can okay, let me be handy your now trust issues. I said that you can't have a team if you can't deal with trust issues. You can't, because people will always break your heart. They will always break your heart. It's like, man.
You heard that?
Yeah, no, like so you have to be ready to be broken. Yeah, you have to be ready to be broken. If you say you want to have a good team, then it's more like you're having so many people that you're teaching, you're like, hopefully one person you get. Then treat them well, yeah? Then you can now have these people. But you can't eat your cake and have it. And you are like, I want to work with this perfect person. Another way to do it is see someone that's really out there that's good. You're like, okay, I can't do it. I can't be present here, but I really want my name to be in this job. Now meet another person that's really like you. You'll be like, Afa, I have a job. How much are you willing to? You know that this person is really good. You are sacrificing because you need your name to be there. You understand? You'll be like, okay, if they are paying you 100K, you're paying that person like 80 or 90K. You're holding just 10K. The reason you're holding that 10K is because you know that you want your name to be on that job. So that's not your team member, that's your freelancer. But the person will do it and put your own logo. But you're using that person because you know that person is extremely good. So then you're sacrificing. See, there are two ways to sacrifice. So you're either heartbroken and you may be able to see the good ones, or you spend money.
What if the freelancer go and steal the client?
That's it. You have to go through it. If you're not ready, then don't collect it.
Trust issues.
Yeah, if you're not ready, don't leave it. Be doing only yourself. So I always say that it's like how Samsung and Apple work. You understand? Do you know that till today, even this, where's my phone? Till today, this phone now, the screen was made by Samsung. This 17 Pro Max. But like you mustn't fight your competitor. You can work with them. So Samsung makes the screen, but Apple owns the phone. So Apple will pay Samsung a huge amount of money to get that good screen. Of course, Samsung will obviously steal some Apple clients but Apple already has the name. Apple already has, so you know that if you are scared that they'll steal your clients, then collect it if you collect. You must not do everything. You must not have you must not be in multiple places at the same time. That's the mistake you do. You don't build yourself before you start having so many team members. Yes. You have to be extremely good, because a team member can only look up to you if you are times two. You're always keeping them intrigued. You have to be a better person. Do you understand? So if you have trust issues, just within your day. No, but I guess you can heartbreak when team member will give you. You know, go fear this for like 1 week. So don't be greedy. If you can't handle heartbreak, if you can't handle people stealing your clients, do only yourself. If it's so many jobs, tell the client that I'm sorry, I would love to be there, but I can't. So another question out of that was no, hold on.
The camera and the lighting.
Yeah, the camera. Yeah, pay your team members. Now, one thing about team members is, like, if you have a job with team member, one thing I like doing is, if you can tell you, I don't like. It got to a point where I'm like, I don't want to be paying them myself. I have a manager that pays them. One thing about people is, if you don't pay people when it's due, you don't keep them. They are not inspired. So if I'm working for you and you are not paying, I'm done shooting, you're not giving me my money. Bro, I didn't vex. Bro, joy all day, like there's no joy. I can't, like, they know me that there's no job you want to go to that. I told them that my manager was like, let's not, from day one, you cannot go to a job and you're not under AC or under Uber. I cannot allow you to use public transport. Am I lying? I cannot allow you. You have to enter Uber. Yeah, you have to enter Uber. And I told them that you guys don't worry. Like, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm like, there'll be a point where you guys be in your own car when you're going to jobs. You guys, you got to people that got like a team car so that they're going. That way you're making them feel good. Then you cannot go to a job and you have not asking me, boss, my money. No. It doesn't make sense. Do you understand? So if you're ready to have a team, you're ready to sacrifice, pay them. Bro, no owe that guy, pay the guy money. And you should have a structure of payment. Know that if this guy is doing this and this is the money. So you cannot be saying, oh, if I'm paying my team, then I have to increase the price of my clients. I have to have a standard price that you bill your clients, then have a standard price for your team members. They know that they're going to do this job, this is the amount they're receiving. And as soon as they are done,
so it's per job.
Yes, you pay the money. So you can decide to pay per job or you decide to pay per month. The per job is usually the best way to do it sometimes. If they're working, like, you get, so that you don't, if you don't pay me, bro, I'm not happy. Yeah. They're just coming up. Yeah. Have I ever charged anybody for come to the team and learn? Someone like a new person, do I charge?
No, not charging them. If you're teaching them.
Okay, I'm teaching them. Even if somebody's coming on day one and going to jobs, say I want to go, like, do I pay or not? So even if you're coming day one, I'm paying you for holding lights. I'm telling you that. Sorry. So what I do is, let me tell you what I do. So day one, I'm not sure. I'm like, so they are most times shocked because I'm like, okay, yeah, the job is in Oriental. You can come. It's 8 a.m. They will not come there. Then after the job, and I'm like, okay, message manager, just message her. Manager, and I'm like, send your car number. How much you pay? Send your Uber fees. She's like, that's what I do. So yeah. So after that, when you are now doing lights, I'm like, see, if you start shooting, this is how much they will pay you more if you start shooting. It's not, you won't die for light. So like you get the shoot, I'm like, you have to start editing, because imagine shooting and you are editing and you have to, so that way you know that if you become better, you are being paid more. Then I'll be like, once you are now good, I'll be like, I go like get your personal brand. Because there will be sometimes that I want you to get busy that you have to send me your team members. I always tell them, have a personal brand. Like you get, so that way they know that they gain something from you.
Oh, that gets flash.
Yeah, exactly. Plus was my
Yes, now I've studied a lot.
Exactly.
You haven't answered the question. Also, the online people are saying that we are not answering their questions as well.
I know Kimila.
Sorry.
Oh, is this my water?
Yes, I'm adding as well.
Thank you.
My question.
Oh, is it?
I said if you need to be at multiple places, do you typically
Mhm.
clients?
Now, it depends how you handle your brand, right? So if there are some brands that it goes as like me, I handle my brand as an entity. It's my T&Cs that like we send leads. But when you do that, you have to make sure that the quality or whatever you're doing comes out exactly as that. So if you can't do it, you shouldn't do it. You understand? Then there are some brands whereby you don't act as entity. They know you as your face. But me, even if they know me as my face, I usually call my brand my brand. You go to jobs whereby I don't come, but they're like Durode. You understand? I've lived up to that. I've tried to build it to that extent whereby I mustn't be there, but it's the brand. It's not like this person's coming, this person. No, it's the brand. So if you want to do that, then you have to start from day one. Start building the brand. Start from now. You start building the fact that it's not just to you. Go to jobs. And when you're when they expect you to shoot, give your assistant to shoot. Then hold lights. You hold the light. So that way the client you get, so they know that even if you are at the job, you're holding lights because you respect. Exactly. So you have to build that from day one. Do you understand? And if you feel like you've not gotten to that extent, then you have to be telling them. Yeah, because when I was still building up, I had that issues that I would go to jobs, client like, where's Drew? Just not here. So yeah, after don't worry. The video will be amazing. Like, don't worry. So, but to an extent now, I've gotten a hold of it. So it's something that you have to. Is that real?
Yes.
Hey. Yeah. Just a blessing.
Yeah, our online questions.
Yeah.
Before our question. No, I did not forget you. No, you haven't answered. Okay, so let's do it like this. The online people, there's one more question in the house that we haven't gotten, after which we go to the online people. So a question about the lighting and the camera.
Yeah. Okay, lighting.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, you shouldn't dive into something if you've not mastered what you start with.
So I usually use normal camera, and then I recently started using Blackmagic
Why do you switch to Blackmagic?
because I realized that the video quality is better.
Okay. So when you shoot normal camera, do you shoot auto or manual?
Do I shoot O2 or
Auto, automatic.
I don't shoot log.
You shoot normal, you don't shoot log. So when you shoot Blackmagic, what do you shoot?
Log.
Yeah. So when you're shooting on any camera as a cinematographer or a content creator, you have to first of all know what you're doing. Do you understand? You shouldn't. When I was switching to camera content, so what I would do is if I'm going to shoot, I know that sometimes my camera content will be good, sometimes it will not be good when I just started. So I'll now have a team that will be using phone. So that if I don't go put that, it don't make sense. I will have to collect your phone content. So before you moved to that Blackmagic camera, you're supposed to have like a backup for the other camera that you're already used to. So that you know that you have somebody that's without that camera shooting exactly the same thing you're shooting. So that as time goes on, you're learning the Blackmagic. You're learning the Blackmagic to see whether you have gotten a grip out of it. But now that you've already moved, you left that one, you just move. It's like I said, you can't move from A to B if you've not like sorted B. So if you feel like you're still good with the other camera for safety reasons, still be using the other camera, or find somebody that will be shooting as backup with the other camera, then you'll be using your Blackmagic to be shooting. Now, for if you're shooting log, for you to get like standard same color, you have to use something called view assist. I don't know if it's gamma assist in your camera or view assist. So they call it gamma assist. So what it does is it still allows you to shoot log, but when you are seeing it, you see it as Rec 709. Do you understand? So that way, when you are shooting, you see exactly what you should. Not that you do what I ordered. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so online people now, over to you. We're going to answer your question now. Before we get to online people, don't worry, we have refreshment for you guys so that you people can eat. Yes. We're cool like that. We are Camerajoint. We don't want to brag, but you know this thing. People do not clap.
Anybody that not clap? I know them. I'm seeing. This one not clap.
Okay, all right. Sorry, online people. I'm sorry, you guys can't. You understand? We'll try. All right. So first question was how do physical mentorship play a big role in content creation?
Okay, physical mentorship play
Yeah.
a big role. So one thing about mentorship is mentorship can be, like I said, it can be physical. I've answered this question. It can be physical. It can be online, right? There are some of us that are not. We don't have the opportunity to meet who we want to meet. You understand? You have a creator that you really like, and you want this person to mentor you, but you don't have the access. Physical is good because in physical mentorship, you can follow this person to shoot, see how they do things. But sometimes when you don't get the opportunity, then you start researching about this person. Like she said, you study the person. Do you understand? We might not have the access to be with the person, but understanding how this person does his things online, see what the person says, see how the person posts, see the kind of thing, the kind of vibe the person goes with. So I would say that online is for me preferable because some physical people they experience shaky sometimes. But there's some people that you want to work with, they are taking you as they are, but they are not giving you exactly. So physical is good. You get to experience live, but sometimes if you can do it online, when you don't have access, it's also.
Yes.
So I hope that really answers his question.
Yeah, that's Iron Motion. I hope that we've answered your question. And then for some of the questions, like we mentioned before, we've answered them already. So yeah, so like Mary's question, what software did you start with when you started mobile
Answer
videography? CapCut is the software. Mary Okoli also says how to start as a beginner mobile videographer. We've answered that one as well, Mary. Bean Docker says, Duro, what is your creative process when shooting planned projects? How do you approach your shots aside the 3 standard, wide, medium, close-up? What is your list of must-take shots?
It depends on the scenario. So as if you're like a wedding content creator, you know that it's obvious that in the bridal morning, you probably, if the bride says she wants it, you probably get a video of the bride doing her makeup. If it's a fashion look, a fashion designer of course want to see details of the outfit. So it depends on the scenario. So aside having to take wide, medium, and close-up shots, you need to understand your clients. You have to understand the clients, understand what you're going for. So if it's a fashion, understand that for this fashion client, this is what this person wants. If it's a wedding, understand that for wedding content, this is the idea I want. So it depends on the scenario.
Yeah. Okay, so this other question, I think it has been answered to how do you pose your subject to tell your story? He has answered that. Have you ever been at a point in your career when you just stopped getting clients, and how do you deal with that?
Okay. So I feel like I've answered that because I told you that in your business, always have like the people that you're close to and the people that you're like, yeah.
Okay, so the last one, sorry. The last one, I think we've answered this as well. How do you build structure in your team to have? Yes, we've answered that as well. So now, thank you, online people. We have answered a lot of questions. You people, you know, can we go one more?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what we are going to do
Yeah,
now? We are going to do everybody at the same time. Yeah, last time, please. Thank you. All right.
One question.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. Oh, have to.
He's not Nigerian. He's not based in Nigeria.
Okay, so my name is Kolade, but I call myself No Flex Dreams because I believe I have great dreams. So I'm a content creator. No Flex Dreams. So that's my name on Instagram anyway, No Flex Dreams. So basically I'm a content creator and a tech product influencer. So I literally want to ask, how do you convert a client that you did volunteer work for to get to pay you? Because sometimes we hear like, go and do free stuff for people, explore. But like sometimes those clients don't really see the need to pay you because they've done free work. They've done free work for you. You have?
Yeah.
Okay, my second question is...
We said one question.
Oh.
One question, but go.
Okay, my second question is, can you like share us that moment in your life where you really wanted to give up on this content creating stuff, but you just had to like no, like what was that like? What was that like hard moment? You never had any hard moments?
Oh yeah, I've had that moment. But I didn't give up. The moment was okay. I had a wedding. That they actually cried. But let me tell you guys what happened. The first question, let me explain why I say I've answered. I told you guys that have people that you can sacrifice for. So you sacrifice the end till you stop till I'm not doing it again. So there's no competing, bro. Yeah. So there's a job that I went to. That job was the job that changed my life actually. Thank God I went for that job. Yeah. So I had a job in the ends of Nigeria. It's even in my page. I posted about it. I had a job in the ends of Nigeria. So I booked the flight. There was a wedding. I booked the flight for Thursday. So Wednesday night, the flights, they sent me, they be like, oh, why not? We've changed your flight to Sunday. So it was supposed to be Friday. The flight is Friday. So Friday morning, 7 a.m. flight to get to the place in the afternoon or something. So they now sent a message that we have moved your flight to Sunday. That's sorry. I'm like, okay, I need to be in this wedding because in that wedding we had planned. The bride actually had messaged me and she was so like hyped up. No, it was Thursday because it was tried and white. Yes, it was tried and white. So she was actually hyped up. We had planned. And then I sent that message. I was so broken. I'm like, okay, I need to leave Lagos and use a bus to this place. And I got up because I'd already missed the trad. I was already supposed to miss the trad. So I now left Friday morning, first in the morning. I think it was around 3:30 a.m. And I went to GIG to enter the bus. And I entered bus. Unknown to me, I did not know that road is bad. Oh my God. Because when I was small, my parents usually used that road. So it was smooth, so I didn't know anything. So I was not going through that road. Oh my God. I spent 24 hours on that road. And you know that when you sit in a car and not even smooth road, like if you sit in a car and the road is smooth, it's normal, it's like you're going to Benin. Benin is far, but the road is like not bad. But that road, oh my God, you won't be doing like this. So I was in the road for 24 hours and 2 a.m. my car got spoiled. When I fixing the car, I was like, my mom like, God, I beg. There was this song that came out this time. Another day, another problem. Yeah, I know the guy. Luna, yes. Luna album just came out, and that album was emotional. I'm like, oh more. So another problem. Me, I know the guy when I get to conscious. So I was now, and I got in the morning, and I got the Saturday 3 a.m. I was shaking. I was, oh my God. My body, you know, when you're in the car, my body was not shaking. So the morning was that morning. And I got to the hotel and I called. Everybody was asleep because obviously nobody picked my call. And I begged the driver that just carry me to any hotel around. And I stood at that hotel. And I cried. I'm like, damn. So it was just the frustration. The frustration was just so much. I'm like, why? Why do I have to go through this? Guess what? After 24 hours, I didn't sleep. 24 hours without sleep, I had to get up because we had to start that wedding around 5 a.m. because they had to go to church early. And I got up 5 a.m. and I called the Brahman, I'm here. So I was still shaking. I was not okay. And I shot the wedding. That was one of the wedding that was when I started out like camera content of a thing. That was one of the wedding that actually helped me. So that was the point. But it's not like me saying I want to stop. It was the frustration that I went through. I just wanted to share. Yeah, it was like, bro, I'm not emotional. I hardly cry. It's only my grandma that can make me cry. So yeah, that was the point for me.
Okay, so the other questions we are going to take them all at once.
Yeah. There's no
Right.
time.
So everybody, one
What's
question,
your question?
please.
Yeah. criticism.
Yes, and also have you ever compared yourself to other
Yeah.
creators?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Okay, now as a creative, you
Not want
must.
to get all at once first.
No, as a creative, right? I'll just answer quickly.
Yeah.
Criticism, if they don't criticize you, it's not good. If you're always perfect, you have to. That's why whenever I meet creators, I'll meet people. I'm like, what do you think I should do differently? You get. There was one person that told me that when you go to weddings, stop telling bride to do this. Like, yeah. So I was doing. I thought it was something nice, but I met this person. I'm like, they said stop doing it. I met a bride that I shot. I'm like, this content is very beautiful. She was like, Drew, I love the content, but can we change the song? Can we make? Can you move this? Can you move that? Can you move this? I had to do it because you are. Is like I said, content creation is like you dealing with HR. You're like a human resource. You have to know how to manage people. So each time they complain, you have to find a way to do it differently. You understand? So when you see the criticism, don't have that mentality to fight back. Just have the mentality to do better. Do you understand? Then what's the next question again?
I said, have you ever compared yourself to other people?
So one thing I do is you have to, when you are doing your business, you have to act like Apple. You know how Apple does it? I said it just now.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's 5 times better than our last iPhone. Obviously you know that they're competition. You see the way they do things, but you know that you have to do better. Because once you are now facing them and being jelly, it affects your creativity. So see what they do, learn from them from afar. Then incorporate what you can incorporate and do better. But don't feel pressured. Okay, next question.
Next question here.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys
Yeah.
and girls. So my question is, thank you. As a person now that I'm having issues with my gadgets.
Yeah.
So, and I want to stay relevant.
Yeah.
And I don't want the gadget to hold me back.
Yeah.
So what do I do
What
differently?
gadget do you have?
I use an iPhone XR.
XR.
Yes.
So when I started out as a content creator, I said that what I have now will be. Are you listening to me? What I have now will be what I will use to get the kind of clients I have. There's a friend that I have shot it. You go through his page. He started with the mobile con. You XR. So it's either you have look at how it works. These good gadgets. This is your editing skill. So it's like this. So if you have a good editing skill, you don't need an amazing gadget. Like with your XR, if you give somebody that XR now, they will shoot it, but the kind of edit they will do in post. So probably you need to work on. You should not be drawn back by the gadgets you have. You should work on learning how to edit and do a masterpiece with what you have. Then also when you have that money, then learn to sacrifice and get a better phone. You get sacrifice, like you have to make. You don't make them.
So the next question is another question is
How do I
stay relevant? Why saving up to get a better gadget?
I think I've explained that now. You get, so just be like, when I started out, I wanted to be relevant. So I was, sometimes when I don't have clients, I'll just be doing 30 days. I said that already. 30 content. So I just create out of the love for it, so that people are always seeing my stuff. Do you understand? Next question.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Mr.
Yeah.
Durode. I know you've answered some questions around song choice, but I came in a little late, so I think I missed that.
Yeah.
But it has really been on my mind for a very long time. I want to find out, do you have like an archive of songs?
Yeah.
And because one of my biggest challenges is when I sit to edit, I can spend 3 days looking for the right song to watch, right? But then you release your videos like almost. So I also know, do you pick the songs before you shoot, or it is while you're shooting you get to pick the songs you want? That's first. Second, your color grading. I know you said you're going to share a link for color grading, but then your color grading is not just color grading. It feels like you apply frequency separation to the skin. So I want to know, is it a technique or is it a lot, or what exactly? How? Just, I know it's trade secret, but I don't mind.
No, we'll do that in July.
Okay.
Then let me answer your question. The one about the first one was what?
About songs, music.
Yeah, when it comes to music, I think I told you guys that I listen to music a lot. And when I go to the environment, then sometimes there was one video that I did for South, the AMBCA, that I used Liberian Girl. Yeah. So when I was shooting, I noticed that she was posing well with that song. So I'm like, oh, okay, let's try it. It was out of context, but I just used it. So it's not one thing, it's like so many different things. You can go to an event and you're inspired there. There's sometimes that you have your songs that you've liked You're like, okay, I think this will work for this scenario. I think this will work for groomsmen. I think this will work for fashion. I think this will work for like a motivation. So you have all of those things. So even though you think you have them, when you get to that environment, you might like get like another song. Do you understand? Then consume. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone.
I want to pee. I want to pee? I've drank too much water.
No, this way.
I'm coming. Sorry. When I pee, I'll answer you right.
Please, can we bring the mic over here while she stays?
Now downstairs.
People don't want to stay ahead.
We are enjoying the entire section.
As much as we are loving it. How about we do like, oh, I was going to say that we do a, so you guys were sent numbers to your email, yeah? Yeah. WhatsApp, sorry. WhatsApp, email. Sure, you got numbers. I was going to say that we do a raffle draw. So we have your numbers on the wheel of spin, and we are going to spin the wheel. And if you land on your not, can we do it now? Yeah, can we do it now? While we're waiting, real quick. If you land on your number, you are gonna be a lucky winner today. You're going to go to get one gadget courtesy of Ilanzi Nigeria. You better be following. Are you following Ilanzi Nigeria? Be following Ilanzi Nigeria. If you win, you're not following Ilanzi Nigeria. We are gonna take it back and spin again. So, oh, it's back. Okay, so let's go through the questions and then we can spin. Don't worry, we got you guys.
Okay.
Oh, so yes, question. Here you go. No, let's pass it to that lady first.
Okay, so my question is still on criticism. So how do
Yeah.
you tell the difference between the ones you should listen to and the ones you should ignore? Because at times you can like, it can look good to you, like, okay, this is
Yeah.
actually nice. Like, why is it saying that? Okay, this one is not nice. Change
Yeah.
it, change it. But like to you, it's looking good. So how do you
Yeah.
tell the difference between the ones you should listen to and the ones you should ignore?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
So
what-
you know, when it comes to criticism, there are two types, right? There's one that comes directly from your clients, and there's one that comes from people. Then there's one that comes from your followers, and there are some that comes from your friends. Then there are some that come from side talks. You have to listen to all of them. Now, the most important is your client. If your client says, "I don't like this," ask, "How do you want it? Like, do you want it to come this way? Do you want the song? Do you want?" Politely satisfy them, give them what they want. Then when it comes to all the other people, you have to listen to them and see if you need to. Because you have your phone now, you're like, oh, and people will say, oh, I need the next iPhone to charge wirelessly, to do this, to do this. Apple will select the one they want to do and do it. So listen to everybody, then determine the one that works for you, that you want to do or change, then change. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
So this question has to do with the business of creativity.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of creatives whereby they are very good,
Mhm.
but they undervalue themselves
Mhm.
when it comes to pricing.
Mhm.
So you see a creative that is charging a ridiculously low amount,
Yeah.
whereby when their gadget goes south,
Yeah.
they cannot easily replace it.
Yeah.
Right. So in your own experience,
Yeah.
how do you think a creative
Mhm.
should value themselves properly
Mhm.
in order to charge the right amount?
Mhm.
And also, there's something I
Say
observed
yes.
too.
I don't know, say yes. I've answered that question. Shall I
So there's
answer
something
it?
I observed too again.
Yeah.
Creatives, we have this gear acquire syndrome.
Yeah.
We always want to buy the latest stuff.
Yeah.
And they don't think for themselves in the sense that a long-term plan.
Yeah.
I'm doing this now.
Mhm.
In the next 5 years,
Mhm.
do I still want to be doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Or I need to move up
Yeah.
to a new role and do other things whereby you supervise other roles. So what are your own experience in these two questions that I've asked?
Okay, now the first question, pricing. I think I spoke about that. I told you, see, what works for one person might not work for another person, right? So if you're saying, oh, there are some creators that you feel like they charge low, maybe they're happy with it. Maybe they love it. But if you are that creator that you are charging, you feel like you are charging low, you feel like you should charge more, then how you know you should charge more is even after you charge more, they're still coming. You get, and before you charge more, you have to know that, how will I put it? Yeah, you have to, there's a value you're getting. So it's not about you buying expensive gadgets and expect them to pay more. What are you doing? What are you making the videos better? Are you doing it? You get, so you have to make sure you deliver value. Because it's discernment. I swear you will know. I swear. If you feel like you're confident enough, it's discernment. You know that I need to charge this. You get, I need to charge because I think I'm worth more. The next question was about yeah, I will not lie. Everybody has that thing. That's why each time I come to Camerajoint, I'm like, okay, I want to buy this thing. Just give me, just give me. I just want this. I'm going, because when you just open your eye, you're like, So last time I came here, I came to, I don't know what I came to do. Where is he? He's not here. Yes. So I think I came to get something. Then I came to get, let me use that as first example. I came to get something different. And I saw one vintage camera that can print out pictures. So I now bought it. I said, oh, I like this. I didn't need it though. So I didn't need it, but I bought it. I'm not like, okay, I know that I'm gonna have like two personal, one for myself, then my brand, the CEO. I'm like, CEO, don't worry, I'll put a value to this. Don't worry, I'll. So and I traveled. The first thing I did when I traveled, and I got there, the bride, they were doing their pre-wedding, and I took like a picture of the bride and their pre-wedding stuff. Then it now printed out. Come, I think I have it here. I think I removed it. So it printed out. Then I gave the bride. She fell in love immediately. I'm like, oh, so this is the use of this thing. So whatever you buy, you probably need it, but you should not buy it and just keep, and it becomes useless. Yeah, when I was starting out as a camera content creator, I was using my phone. I told myself that I really believe in myself. So I didn't start, it's not a good advice, but let me tell you what I did. I didn't start out buying a smaller camera. I'm like, okay, what does the best videographer use? And I saw R5, Canon R5. I'm like, okay, should I buy a third-party lens or a normal RF lens? I'm like, the best person wants to use a third-party lens. So I now bought R5 and I bought RF, like you get. But don't mind you, even after buying, I didn't leave the mobile because I know that this is what's giving me food. I didn't leave it. Like I said, I was going to jobs, I'll carry camera, I would tell my assistant, after I beg, will you shoot inside the shoot? Just in case I don't get it right. So when you're buying gadget, you have to be something that has value to you. Ask yourself, do I need it? Even if you sometimes you can't hold yourself, but after buying, tell yourself that I need to make sure the reason I buy this thing, they have to be value back to me. Do you understand? So please always think before you buy.
So last question, and then wait, we have
based on what you said about the camera.
Okay.
Yes. So based on this camera, you went for the high-end camera.
Yeah.
Did you purchase the camera with the money that you made for mobile?
Yeah, for mobile, yes. Yes. So from mobile, that's why I cannot leave mobile content creation. So it was the money that I gathered from mobile content creation that I used to buy my camera and everything. I didn't tell anybody that I bought camera. I was not learning, I was not like, okay, how am I going to be fast? Because I told myself that I can't say this to plan out to a bride that I'm a camera, because they know me that I'm fast. They're like, oh, Durode, if you want it fast, don't mind that his name means wait, but you know wait, you get it instantly. So after getting the camera, I told myself that I have to find a way to learn and be so good that after shooting a bride first look, before she goes and changes the second look, is ready. So that way I had to force myself to find ways to do it so that it would be so good. People can now go out right there and say, okay, I'm a camera content creator. Let's get it. Because people, when they know you for a thing, if you stop doing it, it's not usually good. So that's
Okay, so thank you very much for
this babe. Don't answer question. You don't ask questions.
Let me just talk.
Yeah,
Let me just talk. So thank you very much. You answered like most of the questions I want to ask. So I want to actually just shoot my shot. Like, can I intern with your team for like a month? Last time I saw you, I wanted to tell you, but everywhere was so rowdy, and I was like, oh, I have to tell myself today.
Attend that July class. So after the class, I intern with me 1 month. Right. Okay, that works, Abby?
Thank you.
okay, so this lady because she has not asked any question, and then this lady because she has not asked any question, and that's it. Nobody else. Nobody else. Thank you very much, guys.
Sorry, good afternoon.
Good
What
afternoon.
I wanted to ask is about fame. Not
About-
everyone can handle fame.
Yeah.
For example, some people, the way you are,
Yeah.
when some people are like that, they'll
Yeah.
be proud.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, how were you able to do it that it didn't get to you, that it didn't
Okay.
get to your head?
Right.
You didn't use the mic though.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So do
just
you
calm
get
down,
my
okay?
question?
Yeah, I
Or
got,
should
I
I
got
go
a
with
question.
it?
No, she wants because of people online.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So
Go again.
I wanted to ask a question about fame.
Yeah, how you?
How fame like get to people.
Yeah.
So I used to call you king of it and get. So how were you able to do it and you didn't let the fame get to you?
Okay.
You're not proud.
Okay.
And how were you able to do it?
So one thing about I've said it that it all started as a hobby. All of us, we have this hobby that we like. Then we now convert it to business. Now, if you know the market you're working with, Nigerians or us as Africans, we love and love with all our hearts. A Nigerian parent will love you with all his or all her heart. But if she wants to correct, if you do something that's crazy and she wants to correct you, she can love you to the earth up there, but she will just put you in a room and lock you and be like, I don't know why you get. So it's same as business. If you're working in the creative space, you have to understand that aside your personality, there's business. And you have to find a way that they merge. So as a business person, pride makes clients or people run away from you, which is very bad. Do you understand? No matter how big you are, you have to be relatable. Someone should not see you and be afraid to walk up to you. They will not be able to be confidently saying, "Oh, I really like this person." So if I'm going anywhere, I give an example that I was arranging bridesmaids and they didn't know that I was Durode. Do you understand? But when someone called me Durode, "Oh, you do? Oh, sorry. Okay, how do you want us to do it?" Do you understand? So you don't let it get to you because don't you want to make it? Yeah. So there are two types of making it because fame will not give you that money if the jobs don't come. So you have to have that humility and a genuine one so that aside the fame, people want to book you because they actually love your personality. Yeah. So that's it for me.
Last question.
Okay. So, good afternoon.
Yeah.
My name is Vanessa. Okay. So, so I know that you started with mobile phone.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask that before you switched, you said you improved, like you've
Yeah,
mastered the
exactly.
art. So what was one thing, like one big, not like biggest secret,
Yeah.
but like one big thing that you did that made you up your game,
Yeah.
that made you different from that made your videos, editing, everything different from
Yeah.
other creators out there.
Okay.
So what was it?
Okay, so when I switched to camera content creation, I think one thing that set me apart is even with the camera, I will still give you you go collect time before you want to change, come back, it's ready. Do you understand? I was a chronic, I want to you get it very fast. So even with the camera, because obviously the reason I didn't like being called videographer to that I didn't like it. It's because it has changed the one like before. Because when you call somebody a videographer, in the context of an average in Nigeria, they feel like I'm on 5 months. So that's how it felt. So even I didn't want to scare people that okay, I'm shooting camera and your video is going to take long to be delivered. I wanted to assure them that even with the camera, bro, you are getting it the same day. Do you understand? So that way, people kept on still coming with even with the camera content, they still kept coming, and that changed my game because they were other camera content creators. They were, but they were not as fast.
So aside speed,
Yeah.
what was that thing that made your video?
Yeah.
What did you do that made your
Yeah.
video crisp and
Yeah.
clean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Okay. So I explained to you that what's that? No, I'll explain. So I explained to you that when shooting, first of all, it starts from shooting. You have to be intentional, right? Then when editing, there are like apps that you can use. So, for example, I started when I was using CapCut with mobile content. I realized that when shooting camera content, you can't use CapCut because it's kind of heavy. Then I told myself that, okay, how am I going to be extremely fast with camera content editing? And I started out with Premiere Pro. And I realized that, and one thing about me, I hate load. I don't like carrying. I hate load. So I realized that if I'm to use a camera, if I'm to edit with Premiere Pro and the camera, I have to be carrying a laptop. I don't like, before I hated laptop. I have to be carrying a laptop, which is load. So I'm like, I have to find a way to make it faster. I'm like, okay, is there a way I can edit on phone, even if it's a camera content? I researched, I'm like, they're like, no, you can't. Because from day one, I was only shooting log. I never shot, I was always like, I want to do it, I want to suffer and do it that right way. Then I realized that, okay, I can use my iPad, but the only way I can use my iPad is to learn DaVinci Resolve. And DaVinci Resolve is not now that everybody's now, like we're now, before it was scary for people. So I told myself that, bro, I must get it right because it's an iPad, it's easy. So I learned how to use DaVinci Resolve. That's what increased my speed because I could use just my iPad. It didn't even have like a keyboard. And I realized that at some point I would need a keyboard, and I bought a keyboard. It was a fake keyboard I bought first. And I bought the fake keyboard. I was not using it to edit. Then got to a point where I'm like, okay, I think I've gotten the money. Let me just buy a laptop. Let me just buy an M. What laptop did I even start with? What laptop did I buy first? M3. No, it was M4 Max. It was M4 Max. I just went there. I'm like, give me the M4 Max. Like, because I knew that I was still working. Like, don't worry, you get the money back. So it was out of looking for the software that would make things fast for me. Yeah, that way the software now was very hard to learn how to edit the software. So it now helped me and improve the quality of my video. Now let me bust your brain. There are people that will shoot camera content. They'll not shoot log. They'll shoot a normal, natural mode, and they'll use CapCut to edit, and you see the video. You will not believe that it didn't go out of anywhere. So it's just to master your editing apps and how you shoot. There are people that still edit to CapCut now. Like they tell me that they show me, but it's still as good. You understand? But you have to just sometimes, even if you go through the crooked route, sometimes find a way to go through the direct route. Then apply for the July class. I better when I go beat me if I don't do it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, please. Clap, 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 clap. Thank you. So now, Mr. Durode, to be sure that they were following, you're going to ask 2 questions.
Yeah.
Don't chorus the answer because we have gift for people that can get it right. Okay, don't chorus answer disqualify. Another question. It's private jets. But 2 gifts for questions. So first question you ask, second question you ask, and we are going to gift them. Let's go.
First question.
Oh,
now I have this.
Yeah.
First question. Wait, because plenty people put their hand. How you go to select their hand?
Now you go select them.
Let me go select them.
Put me on the spot.
I'll just point. I'll close my eyes. I'll be like, I'll close my eyes. I'll be like, okay. Now the first question. Now you guys have learned that sometimes gadget is important to shoot, right? So if Duro is going to a shoot, what camera or cameras does he use? You. No, what's the camera? That's not it. You. 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 Yeah?
Okay, for traditional where you use white, use some.
Okay, correct.
Hello. No. We will not give this particular boy. Because let me tell you why. He was the first person to come in, and we have already given him one. Come on, only you. Allow camera people. You.
This is long. You have to give him.
Okay.
So next
Two gifts,
question.
one person. All right, let's go. Next question.
Next question. Next question. What question will I ask?
Please don't put your hand up again. Don't.
What was the last thing I want you to choose? I want you to choose. Okay. What's the last thing I got from Camerajoint? Let me show that question. It's basically here in front of me. Let me answer that question. Oh my god. I don't. Okay. Next question will be
You can ask from the class actually.
yeah, from the class, Abby. Okay, next question will be how would you manage a team member that's not consistent? Answer the question. Yeah.
Okay. A team member that is not consistent, you mentioned one thing.
Yeah.
That you must be patient. You must always have this mindset and you throw in anyone that's later stayed back.
Yeah.
Then now you give them chances. If you don't give them chances and they don't take it for granted, you leave them for a while. After a while,
That's what I
you
wanted
bring
to
them
hear.
back.
Another winner. Yes, because she did come from the east. She came from the east.
Really?
Okay, so thank you. That's it. That's all the gifting on Duro's part. But yeah, we are going to also spin for the raffle draw, and if your number comes out, we are going to give you a gift as well. But before Mr. Duro leaves, can we get a no, we have like gift packs for everybody. So can we get like a video of everybody saying welcome to the creators room, or how do you say? Do you say welcome to the creators room, or we say 1, 2, 3 creators room? How about that?
Welcome
Does
to
that
Creators
work?
Room with Duro.
Right?
Welcome to Creators Room with Duro.
Okay. All right. Let's do that. So can we have everybody? Does that work for you guys? Yes, we will have to. And you have to put a lot of energy into it. Online people, we are so sorry that you are seeing all this goodness and you can't partake.
Next time, try to be physical.
Put effort.
The violence taken by force. Effort.
How do we do it? How do we arrange?
Where's the camera? Where's the camera? Why are they doing it?
This Mr.
What camera are they using? A wide lens, yeah? So I think you guys should come to the side.
Yeah. Doing no house.
We behind them. At the Who has his bag?
Whose bag is this?
And the water. Okay.
Yes, you can. So please, if you are not showing and you want to show, maybe bend here so that you can show. Okay. So that they don't say where are you. Okay.
So we're saying,
Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the creators room with Duro. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the creators room with Durode.
Thank you, guys.
That's nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Duro. Thank you so much.
when I was asking about black magic, I feel like there is something that where you can see.
Yama assist. Just research it online. Your camera type. Just have to turn on camera on this
Yes.
camera.
So please, everybody sit down so that we can give you our gift and we can have our wheel of spinning.
I'll give you time.
Okay, so I'm currently like assessing a show of
Give her a round of applause too. Are those the only people that have won? Okay, did you win?
I won in life.
Okay, just 2 winners for now.
But I won
For now, okay. So another thing that you can do is when you get your gift, because the gift is sponsored by Ulanzi Nigeria. Yes, yes. So when you get your gift, you know you can make a video and collaborate with Ulanzi. Thank you. And also Ulanzi is open to collaborations with creators. So if the video is good, we will see what we can do on long term. You get me? Okay. So now we have everybody's number here. This is going to spin. Should I adjust your seats?
No, stand on.
Are you sure? Okay. So this is going to spin and it is going to land on the number and the number shall be the winner. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's. What is Ni's number? That's true. What's your number?
Remove it, please.
No,
leave it.
Ni, no. Oh yeah, let's spin.
Stop at mine.
Where is going to pop up? Who is 118?
There's no 108.
Are you sure?
118.
There's no 118.
Check your number.
Okay. Please, can you click on remove so we remove it? Yeah, so that number removes and we can spin again.
My mom. What color?
Why did you skip 105? I'll be one.
Congratulations, number 105. You can remove this number now. So, should we spin again?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's spin again. Who is number 36?
Me.
Can we see the number?
I'm only 74. Just one song.
Okay, so this is the last spin.
Yes.
You want us to empty our entire voltage? Yes. Okay, yeah, she's number 36. One more. 2 more. Okay, one more, so you can remove 36. This is the last one, so we're going to spin again.
Take it slow now. Why now?
Okay. It's 139.
That's me.
Hallelujah.
There's no man. Why? There's no guy.
What is knee is what? It doesn't matter. The spin is not controlled by us. It's done virtually. In case you guys don't know, yeah, I love my job. Yeah, 2 more, 1 more. Cannot be on my job, okay? You get me? All right. So, yes. Yeah, okay. So Mr. Durode is going to quickly present the gift to everybody before he leaves. So, Mr. Nee, let's start with Mr. Nee. So, yes. Give him a round of applause, please. Yes, please. The first winner. What do we do? All the seven.
Anyone?
Yes.
The guy that wants to send sorry.
Yes.
Yes. The man for the job. I do really. I texted you. So you need to mind.
Yes.
Congratulations. So he has. So thanks to who? Yulanzi and Camerajoint. You have to thank them. So thanks to who?
Thanks to Lanzi and
Sorry.
and also
Hold
Durode.
that thought. Here you go.
Okay, a special thanks to Lanzi and Camerajoint and also Durode.
You're welcome.
Okay, next is memes. Yes, give it up for memes. I came without the gift. Sorry. Yes, they are going to get the gift. Here you go. Yes, RGB.
Here's my favorite light. The tube lights.
Thank you, sir. I want to say thank you to you, Lanzi and Durode. Thank you.
And Camerajoint.
And Camerajoint. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. See how we are turning up and showing up and showing out. Who is that? Who's next? Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. Vanessa. Yes. Anyone? Vanessa, what do you do?
Spinning.
No. What kind of content do you create?
I create content for brands and for weddings too.
Okay.
So thank you to Creators Joint. Okay. Oh, sorry. Thank you to Camerajoint, Ilanzi, and Durode.
Okay, so the last but not least, yeah? Oh, there are two more. Bicolor light.
Which bicolor light?
UA20. Thank you. Here you go. What's your name, please? Olamide.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lanzi Nigeria. Thank you, Camerajoint. Thank you, Durode.
Hey, you're welcome. Do content too.
I'll do content. Don't worry.
The last person who forgot your gift, you went to get it downstairs. Don't worry, calm down.
Alright.
So it's going to come really soon. Just hold on a little. Mr. Duro, sorry about that.
have respect for your life. Don't give out this
Chest is killing me. Yeah, so you can also create the content a day in my life, yeah? And then collaborate with us, right? Because I mean you spent your day with us.
When you post, you can tag me, okay?
Okay.
So I can put on my story.
Okay, here we go.
Welcome.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm not giving it to you yet. You can let go.
Oh my God, I want to say a very, very big thank you to Yulanzi, Camerajoint, and a very big thank you to Durode for this amazing opportunity. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Duro. Thank you.
After that, I was taking to come into it was in my mind. I don't know if like I would like to